Moving swiftly on, except I haven't. Since we last spoke like this, me and Sarah Gold have made some alterations. I'm not talking kitchen extensions. I'm talking separate living quarters. There's been a serious change of circumstances. My understanding is that Sarah is perfectly happy with said change. How do I feel about it? 2 words. No comment. My name is Frank Twist, and if you ever have the misfortune to be arrested in England's sunny northwest, there's a fair chance that either me, Miss Sarah Gold, or another of my team of legal advisors will be looking after your interests. Well, actually, right now, it'll be Sarah Gold or one of her team. I've been taking a break. Why is it that whenever I take a break, it always rains?
Brief Lives by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly.
Okay. Just give me a minute and then we'll open up.
Ah, Frank. Welcome to another day in heaven.
Well, you have 3 minutes with each one.
That's why it's called speed dating.
Yeah, what do you talk about?
The blokes usually talk about themselves.
Normal.
Work, how brilliant they are. Several mentioned their ex-wives.
Oh, no, good. There must have been somebody fanciable.
Not really. I'm getting very choosy, Sarah.
What were the other women like?
Irritatingly attractive. How about you?
Saturday night. Series 3, Sex and the City box set.
Nostalgic?
I watched as tragedy now.
Of course, you know what the real tragedy is.
Oh, please, don't start this again.
But you and Frank offered me hope. You worked together, you lived together, you were so well matched.
Frank and I are 2 entirely different personality types.
Exactly, you fitted together, yin and yang, heads and tails.
Decline and fall.
When I think of what I've put up with from some men, Frank Twist wasn't bad. He wasn't serially unfaithful like my ex.
He was too lazy for that.
He's a decent guy.
Look, Juliet, if you're interested, don't let me
God,
stand.
no. I couldn't. I wouldn't.
Look,
he's fine,
don't worry about him. Frank always bounces back.
Wish I could.
Well, here's your chance. You've got a client returning today.
Oh, great. Coffee?
Oh, Chad, usual. Black, no sugar. Intravenous.
Your list is there.
Right, okay. Lois Cassidy, come on down.
That one's urgent, needs expert legal advice.
And I'm as close as we get to that.
Frank, you were our dedicated legal advisor.
Yeah, well, that's a misprint. It's desiccated.
Actually, that's Lois at the front door.
Right, which one?
The little blonde with her face pushed up against the glass.
Right, then well, I better let her in before she gets crushed. It's okay, all right, slow down. Lois!
Come on, Frank.
I'm not looking forward to this one.
The delightful Dean Barnes.
Yeah.
Keith's youngest.
Keith?
Keith Barnes and his business associates built this agency.
What sort of business were they in?
Bank robbery, drugs importation, branching out into white-collar fraud.
Proper professionals, then.
Totally. Keith's pretty much retired now. His kids haven't really inherited his business acumen.
Dean certainly hasn't. He's the sort of client who makes me wish I still played for the other side.
Lucky Frank isn't here to hear you say that.
I'd be out the door.
Yeah, you would. Frank sees the CPS as coming from the dark side.
Maybe he's right. At least you know where you stand with the villain.
Oh, CPS treated you badly.
I got blood money.
Yeah, that was called redundancy pay. You were entitled to it. Their loss, my gain. I got a very talented lawyer working for the agency.
I still wonder if I should have settled for that, though. Could afford to keep the job.
Oh, you've done nothing wrong.
Oh, but I had. One too many birthdays.
Exactly. The youth come cheap. Us old birds are too expensive.
But we know a thing or two.
That is right, which worked to the advantage of the likes of Dean Barnes.
And that's a good thing?
No comment.
Actual bodily harm.
I can't believe they've charged me. I mean, the way he treated me over the years.
He was violent.
Oh, yeah. But it was the other stuff.
Like what?
Jerry is a very controlling man. I wasn't allowed to have any life of my own. He was my husband. That gave him the right to run my life.
And what did that mean?
I didn't go out. No friends. He treated me like an idiot. I wasn't free to do anything. Told me I was worthless.
Controlling and coercive behaviour.
That was Jerry Casserly.
Did you report him to the police?
A couple of times.
What happened?
Jerry talked me out of it. He'd apologise, tell me he'd changed.
And you'd withdraw the statement?
Police never looked surprised. And then it was back to the usual with Jerry.
But they're running with this assault.
It's Jerry's revenge. I kicked him out. He wants to muck up my life.
You didn't hit him, then?
Oh, no. I hit him, Frank.
Ah, right.
He was threatening me.
Self-defence. Is he being prosecuted too?
He wasn't even nicked.
Did they say why?
Something about him making the first complaint.
Right.
And Jerry didn't have a baseball bat.
Ah, gotcha.
He's a big guy, Frank. I had to defend myself.
Did you do any damage?
Baseball bat broke. Jerry's hand swelled up a bit. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Did you have a brief at the neck?
No.
Shame.
I thought it was nothing. And I was innocent.
But that's when you really need a lawyer. You got a solicitor?
No legal aid.
Why not?
Me and Jerry ran a little cleaning business. Nothing much, but my earnings from last year mean I have to pay. I've got no money. Business has gone belly up.
You passed the threshold. I'm hearing this all the time.
Live in a council flat. I'm not rich.
You don't have to be, love.
I can't afford a lawyer.
Of course you can't.
Can you help me?
I'll see if I can work something out.
Dean,
What?
what's wrong?
Nothing.
Do you remember why you were arrested?
Don't know.
Can you stop doing that?
What?
The foot tapping.
What foot tapping?
That foot tapping. Thank you. You're under arrest for burglary.
Didn't break in on no one.
Do you understand what burglary is?
I'm not stupid.
Let me tell you something, Dean. A person is guilty of burglary if he or she enters any building or part of a building as a trespasser or with intent to commit an indictable offence.
Yeah, not guilty. Didn't break in.
You don't have to break in. Police say you're a distraction burglar.
What?
A distraction burglar tricks his way into a property to commit theft.
So?
Police suspect that you posed as an official from the gas company. Told the victim that neighbours had reported a smell of gas and you needed to check his appliances were safe.
Is it?
He's 89 years old. They say the burglar stole items of... Dean, can you stop it with the foot tapping? What have you got there?
Oh, what? I've got nothing.
It's something.
No,
Why are you hiding it?
I'm not.
What is it, Dean?
It's a coin.
Show me.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Was that a medal?
No comment.
You see, the victim said military medals had been stolen.
Don't know nothing about it.
Oh, so it's just a coincidence that a medal was stolen from the old man and that you have one hidden in the heel of your shoe.
Yeah, that's what you say.
It's what I just saw.
I don't know.
I need a minute, Dean.
Hey, where you going?
Just need to have a word with someone.
Who?
Won't be long.
Hey! No, get back here!
Hi, Sarah. Second message. I do need to speak to you about something urgent. Sorry, Lois. She's probably in a police station.
Are you sure she'll do this for you?
Oh, here we are. Oh, no, it's not her. Look, if she doesn't get back soon, I'll go round to the agency office and find her.
You'd do that for me?
Why not?
I've got it. Your face.
Oh, sorry about that. It is what it is.
So, my mum and dad used to have a big pile of
Oh,
records.
proper dinosaurs, then.
They were very young when I was born, as it goes. You're a shipbuilder.
Was. But my face did feature rather prominently on the LP sleeve. It didn't help with the sales.
Give over. We thought you were gorgeous, Mum and me.
Oh, go on.
And we were talking about you the other day.
No, you weren't.
We were. You sung on the credits of that film.
Ah, Love Probably, as I call it. I shouldn't complain, though. It's kept me in tea and biscuits this year.
Frank Twist. You're famous.
Not really.
Can I have a selfie with you?
Do we have to?
Oh, please.
What do I have to do?
Just look gorgeous.
Right.
Smile. Pretty hot.
Oh, no, not really.
How come you work here? I always thought music and film paid big bucks.
Not exactly big bucks, but it does allow me to volunteer here.
Oh, you're amazing.
Well, right, let me go and see if I can find that lawyer to help you.
Haven't you got other people to see?
You need a good lawyer, and I know just the person to help you.
Thank you so much, Frank.
All right, don't mention it.
Frank,
Yeah? What?
can I ask you another favour?
Yeah?
Do you get out much in the evening?
Sometimes, if my carer lets me.
Shut up. I was was just wondering whether you might fancy a drink sometime.
Oh, you're very kind, but I'm at least 20 years older than you.
Oh, I was thinking with my mum.
A drink with your mum? Of course, that's what you meant.
Not with me.
No, of course not with you. I mean, you're at least 20 years...
Younger than you.
Yeah.
You already said that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I don't really do nights on the Raz at the moment.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't have to be a heavy night. Mum's very active. Book club, she goes to the theatre. It's just... Oh, she was such a fan.
I'd better get on. I will keep it in mind, though.
OK.
Wake up, Dean. Come on. Wake up.
What do you want now?
I can't continue to represent you.
Why not?
I've spoken to a senior colleague. I have to withdraw. Professional reasons.
I don't know what you mean.
When you were arrested, you told police that you had no involvement in the burglary.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell them that when they interview me too.
But I've seen the evidence that you stole the man's medals.
Seen what?
The medal that rolled out of your shoe.
You can forget about it.
I can't.
Why not? You're on my side. You're my brief.
Not anymore.
What, you're joking, aren't you? Do you know who my dad is?
I do.
He won't be happy with you.
This has nothing to do with your father.
No, we need to conduct a further search.
Gosh, you've already searched
Not
me.
your shoes, son.
You've done me, you bitch.
Right, shoes off
officer.
now.
You're not a brief, you're a grass.
Off and shoes off now. Right, I now intend to examine the sole of this shoe.
He even knows where to look.
Look,
Right,
Dean,
I'm
I
now
didn't say-
removing the
I think
heel
you're some
of
sort of
the left
detective.
shoe and
She told
behind
you.
it.
Made it easy.
No.
And there it is. One antique medal. You are further under arrest for handling stolen...
Nah, get her out of here.
I'm sorry, Miss Higgs.
I'm withdrawing anyway.
Get out now. This time, I want a proper solicitor.
I'll call the duty.
Nah, no chance, pal. Only one brief I want. Ring me dad and tell him to find Frank Twist.
Only me.
Frank,
You weren't answering your mobile.
why are you here?
You're looking well.
I'm all right. What do you want?
Maybe I just want to catch up.
Really?
Come on, we only seem to talk when I'm picking up Franny.
Are you taking that call?
Nope.
It's not like you bouncing a call.
Withheld number. They'll text if it's important. So, both of us bounce calls now, eh?
Are you going to tell me what you want and why you were ringing?
I need a favour.
Of course you do.
Not for me.
You sure about that?
It's a work thing. Your sort of work thing. You get to take on the man.
I am busy, you know.
And you get to take on a man, too.
I think you got voicemail.
So will you do it?
What's the case?
Here's the file.
I'm not promising anything.
She needs help. She's called Lois Casserly.
Lois, and you're Superman?
My interest in Lois Casserly is completely professional.
I never said it
There's
wasn't.
only one woman I have more than a professional interest in.
Leave the file with me, Frank.
Yeah, sorry, don't know why I said that.
Sarah, I've messed up.
Juliet.
Frank, what are you doing here?
I refer you to the Honourable Lady. She can answer that one. I was just leaving.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
When? Just now.
About 40 minutes ago.
I was with a client and then I forgot to pick up the message. What's the panic?
I needed your advice. I've just had to dump Dean.
Julia, I am not the man to advise on romantic problems.
I mean, I've had to walk out on a client.
Keith Barnes, boy.
Oh, Keen Dean, is it?
Yes.
Such a disappointment to Keith, you know. Never able to make the leap from petty offending to serious criminal activity.
He thinks I grassed him up to the police.
And did you?
Of course you didn't.
Well, you know what I say. Once a member of the Crown Persecution Service.
Minded prejudice.
Frequently right.
Listen, Frank, this kid's a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know he is, isn't
He's
he?
flinging around accusations.
And are they false accusations?
Of course, but the way it came out, it looks terrible, like I did dob him in.
But if you didn't do anything wrong...
I didn't, but he's threatening me with his father too.
Not good.
This is a nasty one, Frank.
Oh.
Can you help?
So lovely to feel wanted again.
So, you'll help?
No, I don't think so. Oh, well.
What?
Seriously in demand.
What's going on?
That phone call I bounced, it was Keith Barnes. I've been summoned to his club. Now, what could he possibly want?
But this is good. You can put things straight.
And half things straight.
I've done nothing wrong.
And that's your position.
That's
is
the
it?
truth, Frank.
So if I untangle this...
Yeah, OK. I'll give Lois Casserly a call.
There, everybody's happy. Juliet, I'm parked round the corner. Walk me to my car and you can fill me in on what happened.
Frank,
What?
do not sell Juliet down the river to save Dean Barnes' skin.
I'll do what I always do.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You been here before?
Never in the daylight.
Total refurb job. The panelling's all oak. Came out of an old pub in Cheshire. The bar's antique mahogany. We're going for a country house shabby chic.
Is that where it's at?
Totally, Frank. And here's my manageress. Business and personal. Helen. Meet Frank.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And you too.
Let's get a drink. What are you having, Frank? Lager? Something a bit stronger?
No, coffee will be fine.
Helen's keeping me off the sauce. It's poison, especially when you get to our age.
Yeah, right.
All smoothies now. Got to keep my energy up for this one. Haven't I, doll? Can't leave her alone. I'll have your fruits of the forest on ice and get young Frank here his caffeine fix.
Coming right up.
Come on, Frank, let's sit down.
How long have you two been an item?
6 wonderful months. Life-changing, mate. Getting a younger woman in. It's like an adrenaline shot.
Not sure I need that.
Of course you do. How's your love life?
Moribund.
Can't have that, Frank. Helen's got some lovely friends. She could sort you out a date.
Oh, no. Thanks very much. I'm not in the market.
Come on, chaps like us. We're in our prime.
Doesn't really feel like that, especially after today.
What happened?
Let's move on, eh?
You've got to get out there, mate. It's lovely.
Keith, you wanted in the office.
Yeah, well, I won't be a minute, Frank. Helen, love, have a chat with Frank and see if you can sort him out. He needs a boost.
What kind of boost do you need, darling?
Well, nothing really. We've met before, haven't we?
Have we?
Well, it can't be through Keith. I haven't seen him for a couple of years.
Well, you know what Manchester's like. It's a village.
Yeah. Have you ever been nicked?
No, I haven't.
I just wondered if I ever represented you.
I think I'd remember that.
It's funny. Was a time when I could remember everybody.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think we've met, love.
Do you work?
I'm events manager for Keith's clubs.
Keith Barnes as an events manager. He really is going up in the world.
That he is.
Now, that is totally out of order. This is worse than I thought.
Oh, deep breaths, babe.
Did you know about this, Frank?
What?
Calm down, Keith.
I'm not calming down. I've just had a further update on the Dean's situation. Civilian worker in the custody unit.
Well, someone you know?
Friend of mine. He's not just been nicked. Apparently he's been dobbed in by a brief.
I'm his brief.
Not you. Some stuck-up tart who was meant to be looking after him.
Look.
Who is she?
Keith, it's highly unlikely.
What, is she from your agency?
I'm not involved with the agency right now.
I want her name.
Well, I can't help you with that, mate.
I think you can.
No.
And I think you should.
Easy, Tiger.
Shut up, Helen. This is between me and Frank.
Keith, I'm heading for the nick and I'll sort it all out.
Don't let me down, Frank.
He's right, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Once a prosecutor.
Frank thinks in very straight lines. You're a good lawyer, Juliet.
I thought I was. Prosecuting petty cases in London. Most of them pleading guilty. Feeling like I was a useful member of society.
You are.
Useless now.
Not at all. Look, I'm not going to give you the whole shtick about civilised societies needing proper defence lawyers.
Please don't. I know all that. It's just having to defend a lowlife like Dean Barnes.
In criminal defence, you're not always going to be on the side of the angels.
Nobody could mistake Dean for an angel. He robbed a very ill and very old war veteran of his medals.
Allegedly.
I saw the medal, Sarah. It's not a coincidence. What kind of person does that?
Not a very nice one.
We're part of the problem, getting people like this off. Look at his father.
Oh, come on, sins of the father.
Who has been linked to 3 gangland hits.
I know. But for the record, Keith Barnes has never actually been charged.
Does that make him an upstanding member of the community?
No, it doesn't.
Keith Barnes is an extremely dangerous man, and his one and only son thinks I'm a police informer.
Frank knows Keith. He'll sort it out.
What was I thinking?
We've all been sacked by clients.
Coming up here in the first place, thinking I could start again. Thinking I could be an effective police station advisor.
You will be.
No, I won't. I've spent too many years trying to put the Dean Barneses of this world away. It's in my DNA.
Right. Juliet, you didn't break any confidentiality, did you?
How can you ask that?
Come in.
Sarah,
You must be Lois Casserly.
how did you know?
Instinct. This is my colleague, Juliet. Let's see how we can help you.
Dean, your brief's here. Dean? Spark out.
The sleep of the innocent.
Wake up, Dean.
It's Frank Twist, Dean.
Nothing. Come on, son, wake up.
Dean, wake up.
Totally gone.
You do know the first rule of custody management, don't you?
What's that?
Do not let a notorious criminal's son die on your watch.
He's not dead, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Dean? Dean!
Shush, will ya? Just hold up. I'm trying to hear if he's breathing.
Is he?
Not sure. Right, I've got an idea.
What?
Dean, I found your phone. I'm just looking at all these dirty pictures.
Hey, give it here!
I see what I mean? Job done. Hello, Dean.
Frank.
You're not dreaming. I am here.
You had us worried there, son. You all right?
I'm good. Took a little Zam before I came in, didn't I?
What's that?
The doctor should have a look at him.
He's here now, I'll tell him.
We're fine now.
I'll leave you to it.
Are you mad? You took a Xanax before you come into the neck.
Boring in these places.
And then you told the cop.
Only class C. And you cannot be in possession of drugs if you've already taken them. You told me that.
Well, I'm always glad to make an impression. Right, what's going on?
Got sent a bent brief.
No.
Yeah, she is. She's working for the police.
No chance.
No, she knew I had that medal in my heel. 10 minutes later, police come and find it.
Well, there must be an explanation for that.
There is. Bent brief. And when my dad finds out what she did, she'll be dead.
Leave it out, dear.
Yeah, you know my dad. He won't let this go.
I've spoken to your dad.
What did he say?
I have seen him happier.
No, I've let him down, you know.
Yeah, well, this is a nasty little crime.
No, I mean, I got caught. That's not the way the Barnes family does things, and then that dodgy lawyer.
I am sure that Juliet said nothing to the police.
You know her?
Not really.
So why are you defending her?
I'm not, but for a brief.
Then how can they came in and started taking apart my shoes after she saw the medal and scarpered out the room?
There must be a simple explanation.
No, listen up, Frank. There is. And I've told you it.
Everybody who knows me, they tell me I'm a really confident woman.
That's how you come across.
That's how I am, most of the time. I was in charge of a business. At one time it was doing really well. But with Jerry, I'm different. He just had to look at me in a certain way.
And how did that make you feel?
Useless. Stupid. Ugly.
Why?
Because that's what he said I was. I was running the business, but he took full control of all the money coming in. Said I was unreliable.
So he was dealing with the financial side?
He took the cash. He didn't actually do any bookkeeping. Said he was. Didn't.
And that's what's made legal aid so difficult for you.
Funny, isn't it?
Not really. When did you first meet Jerry?
I was still at school. I was 15, he was 25. He was proper good looking. My friends were so jealous. We got married when I was 17. He started on me soon after that.
What did he do?
Tell me how useless I was. How fat.
Oh, you're not fat.
He put me on the scales every day. If I put on a kilo, I had to miss a meal.
Oh, wow, that's controlling.
He used to buy all my clothes for me.
Why?
He didn't like me wearing anything that showed too much. Skirts couldn't be too short. Tops couldn't be too tight.
Was he violent?
He didn't have to be. He had me right where he wanted me. I did what he told me. He threatened me.
With what?
That he'd leave.
But if he was making your life so miserable
That's not how she was thinking. You thought you'd fall without him, didn't you, Lois?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
So what happened on the day of the assault?
I'd arranged to see a girlfriend. He wouldn't let me out the house. Locked the front door, wouldn't give me my keys. My friend was sick. I'd promised to babysit for her while she was going to a hospital appointment. Jerry was acting up, telling me how useless I was, going around the house telling me all I'd done wrong, putting things in the wrong place, picking at me. I just lost it.
You lost control?
Loss of control is only a defence in murder cases.
Of course.
And even then it's only a partial defence.
What did you tell the police when you were arrested?
I admitted that I'd hit him.
Would Jerry come to court to give evidence against you?
He said he would.
It will depend on how he comes over to the court.
If he does turn up.
The trouble is Lois has made admissions.
Yes, but there was no solicitor present, background of intimidation.
Can you help me, Sarah?
I think Juliet's the person best qualified to defend you. What do you think?
I'd like to.
What did the doctor say?
Said he needed to talk to the copper.
Right, sit down, Dean. I need to take some instructions.
Not guilty, innit?
An elderly man was the victim of a distraction burglary. Do you have any explanation as to why his property is secreted in the heel of your shoe?
The medal?
Yes, Dean, the medal.
Found it, didn't I?
Where?
On the street.
Which street?
I don't know.
Why did you put it in your shoe?
Keep it safe.
And that's your defence?
Well, they can't prove I robbed no one.
So if you take part in an ID procedure, the victim won't recognise you?
Why would he? Old man, unreliable witness.
Is that right? Well, it's great to be back in the neck.
Hey, what did you say?
Nothing, Dean.
Doctor says he's all fit for interview.
Oh, no, that means more waiting around.
You say how long it'd be?
We'll take another look at him in a couple of hours.
Stuck in this place.
OK, thanks.
No, I'm all right. No, I just need to get out of
They
here.
know you've done drugs, Dean. They'll sit it out.
No, I'm fine.
They won't interview you if you're out of it.
I'm not out of it. I'm just normal.
I know, Dean. Totally normal.
Hey, where you going?
I'll come back when you're ready for the interview.
So you get to leave?
Yes, Dean. I get to leave.
If you can get Lois's trial kicked up to Crown Court, maybe she can get legal aid.
No guarantee of that. With no real proof of earnings, it's very difficult. And I can only appear in magistrates' court, so we'd have to find somebody else.
Yeah, she'd probably have a better run in a jury trial.
Probably, but that can get very expensive.
Magistrates' court costs too.
I'll do it pro bono.
Oh, lucky we're women of means, isn't
Oh,
it?
I wish. At least when I was with the CPS, I was on a wage.
Ah, that's what they didn't like about you.
That and the fact that I wasn't afraid to say what I thought. Still, I was replaced by a cut-price 12-year-old who did what he was told, so that saved the public some money.
Maybe it'll be a 12-year-old prosecuting Lois.
Probably our best hope. I can get in there and confuse them with bright lights and smoke.
Do 12-year-olds get confused by bright lights and smoke?
I have no idea. Do you ever wake up at 3 in the morning and wonder why you went into the law?
No. 3 o'clock's my regular loo run.
You see, by past, I'm thinking of booking a one-way ticket to Switzerland.
Oh.
Then I get depressed because I can't afford it.
Oh, it's not as bad as that. I still get a thrill from a good argument in a police station. It's an ideal job for a woman like me.
Getting stroppy with a bloke in a uniform.
Yeah, it makes me happy. What else would we have done?
Sometimes I think I should have found myself an asthmatic 80-year-old billionaire and sat it out.
Do you know any?
Once met one. He was surprisingly picky. Should have done the whole city lawyer bit.
Oh, I did that for a couple of years.
I didn't know that. What happened?
Got fired.
Why?
I had a tendency to tell the senior management what I thought of them.
Snap. Can't help myself.
Which makes us ideally suited to criminal defence law.
Except I'm not. I'm hitting 50 on my own in an overpriced rental flat.
No, I'm so glad you've lightened the mood. Does Dignitas do twofers?
Sorry. I've just got a feeling Dean Barnes is going to make life very difficult for
but
me.
you've done nothing wrong.
Since when did that matter? And if Dean doesn't, his father might.
Frank won't let that happen.
How would he stop it?
He can be very persuasive.
Even with people like Keith Barnes?
That was quick, even for you. Where's the boy?
Not out yet. Just wanted to keep you in the loop.
Problems, Frank?
Got to wait, I'm afraid. He's not fit for the interview.
Why's that then?
He's off his face.
I don't like that. I've told him not to mess with drugs.
Does he listen to you?
What do you think? Kid never looks up from his phone. Lives his life on it. Drives me crazy. I could kill him.
Where's, what's her name? Helen?
You got an eye on my girl?
No. She just seems to have a good effect on you.
She does.
Calms you down.
Yeah. Helen? Helen?
So, where'd you say you met?
I don't think I did say. Why?
Just making conversation, Keith.
I know you are, mate. Sorry, I'm stressed. I know you always do your best. Helen came in the club one night with some mates. I started chatting to her. The mates all left.
And you worked a bit of the old Keith Barnes magic.
Well, I don't know about that, but here we are today. Oh, and here she is.
What did you want, baby?
I'm going to have to watch my old pal Frank.
What for?
He's very interested in you.
Why's that?
Oh, babe, your face. He's not that bad. Only joking.
So, I'll drop back as soon as I've got any news, then.
You see, that's the service you get from a proper brief.
Nice to see you again, Helen.
Do your stuff, Frank.
You see, the thing with Frank is all about priorities. There's city, then the clients, then the rest of us.
I don't believe that.
It's true.
Not anymore. Have you seen the way he looks at you? All dreamy.
Trying to focus. It's quite short-sighted.
What did Keith say?
He's very upset. He thinks you grassed up his son.
You told him?
Of course I didn't. Someone on the Barnes network told him what Dean was shouting about in the cells.
And he believes it?
Sort of.
You put him right, though.
He wasn't in the mood to listen. At least he doesn't have your name.
Good.
It's only a matter of time, though. But he did have a new girlfriend.
So what?
Well, I've been running her through the files and I can't quite get hold of her.
What are you on about?
Soft accent, tall, nice figure. I've got her. She's the body.
The body?
Oh, yeah, the body. She's a copper. Keith Barnes' girlfriend is a policewoman.
No way.
Oh, she was. About 8 years ago, we went up to Newcastle, big cocaine conspiracy, and she was on the drug squad up there.
She can't have been.
She was. She wasn't called Helen, though.
You're not going to tell me you remember her name?
I am. Jenny Body. You can imagine the fun of Collins ever having with all that. Not just anybody, it's Jenny Body.
And now she's a gangster's girlfriend.
Well, he thinks that's what she is.
Maybe she's left the service.
No, and changed her name.
It's possible.
No chance. She recognised me. She couldn't let on.
You sure?
Sure. She's working.
Undercover.
Definitely. I think I need a word with her.
Not a good idea.
It could explain how the police know about little Dean's hiding place in his shoe.
You think she's the source?
Well, why not? You weren't the source.
I wasn't.
I think I need to have a word with Miss Body.
And I think I need a word with you, Mr. Twist.
Miss Body, I assume?
A word. In private.
OK.
Cafe across the road. 5 minutes.
Right.
Well,
What's she up to?
you better go and see.
Oh, I'll let you know what's going on as soon as I know.
I thought he had a reputation for standing up to coppers.
I think he's just been body slammed.
What can I get you?
I'll have a coffee, please.
OK, love.
Another double espresso for me. Right.
Hitting it hard.
I need to have my wits about me.
You do?
So, when did you make me?
Don't get you.
Oh, come on, Frank. Let's not mess around. You know who I am.
Fair enough. So when did you recognise me?
As soon as I saw you. I'm a copper. Good memory for faces. And there aren't many briefs that look like you.
Not many coppers look like you.
Tell me about it. That was my problem. The grief a girl like me with a name like Jenny Body got in the force back in the day. Can you imagine?
I don't have to. I remember. Not just anybody.
There you go.
Look, let's get one thing straight. Eh? I was not planning on blowing your cover.
Shame.
You are?
I've had enough of being Keith Barnes's floozy.
Look, how did you end up as...
NCA have been trying to pin something on Keith Barnes for years.
National Crime Agency?
I'd never been operational in Manchester. I was sick of the harassment at work up where I was, so I thought I might be able to put myself to good use.
Working undercover. Perfect.
Except not.
Why did you agree to it?
Ego. Thought I could impress. Keith Barnes would be a massive collar.
I mean, was it always the plan to end up, you know...
What?
Well, you know, sleeping with him.
I'd rather not go into details.
Oh, I'm sorry. So have you told your bosses about what's happening?
Oh, I couldn't face the humiliation. Think about what my colleagues would be saying.
I suppose.
You see, you're going to be my saviour.
And how's that?
I want out, Frank.
And?
If my cover's blown, I get pulled off the case.
Ah, so you're going to tell them that I recognised you?
Yes.
Well, just hold up there. That implies that I would tell a dangerous criminal that his girlfriend was an undercover copper.
Yes.
And that'd put you in life-threatening danger.
Yep.
And you think that I'd do that?
Keith Barnes is your client. Why wouldn't you?
Two things. Because I'm not actually a psychopath, and technically Keith Barnes is not currently my client.
True. But Dean is.
Oh, yes, he is indeed. Actually... maybe you could help me with something.
OK, it's not your fault. Thanks for trying.
Can't pull any strings at the CPS.
I seem to be a persona non grata.
But we need to get some history on Jerry Casserly, otherwise it's... Did Officer Body make full admissions?
She did. She's made a right mess for herself and all, especially with Keith. I wouldn't want to be her right now.
And what does she want from you?
I'm her ticket out, it seems. If she tells her superiors that I risk her security, she wants out of undercover, and I can help her there.
Have you parked your trusty steed outside?
What are you on about?
There's Lois, there's Jenny Body, all these damsels in distress.
There he stands, one unlikely knight in shining armour.
Well, I think I'd better get back to Piccadilly, Nick.
Look out for the dragons, won't you?
And which dragons are you talking about, exactly?
I'm parked on a double yellow. I need to be quick. I've made a few phone calls, spoken to someone working closely with me.
And?
Social media is our friend. I have an account name and a password for you.
Thanks.
It should be helpful.
Right.
I'll let you know as soon as I've finished at Piccadilly.
Is Dean Barnes going to walk on this one?
Listen, I'm a half-decent brief. I'm not a miracle worker. See you later.
Thanks for your help.
Well, if it wasn't for Juliet and Frank, I can't wait to wake up and not see Keith Barnes's face next to mine.
Not good. I'll show you out. There's something I need to ask you.
What?
Big favour.
I was hoping I was quits with Frank.
I have a client who's been charged with ABH on her partner.
Why are you telling me about this?
I think you'd understand. She's been abused by her husband. Well, she was trapped, but when she fought back...
What do you want?
He's called Jerry Casserly, and I'm trying to find out if he has a criminal record.
Only police officers have access to the police national computer.
Exactly, so I was wondering if you'd be able to help.
You're not serious.
Woman to woman?
Oh, not the sisterhood stuff.
This woman is... She's in a really nasty corner.
I'll see what I can do. Use Keith as an excuse for logging onto the PNC. He's to be useful for something.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
You're just protecting one of your own.
It was nothing to do with Juliet, I promise you.
Funny the police knew about it just after I told her.
The two events are not linked.
No, I don't believe it. She was right dodgy, that woman. Probably ended up doing me a favour, though.
And how's that?
When I tell the court that the brief looking after me was Ben, they'll chalk the case.
Right, hold it right there and watch this. Go on, press play on the screen.
Just a job. Put it in the heel. No 5-0 will ever look there. Right? Brilliant. Where did you find that?
Same place 5-0 found it. Social media. Why did you post that online?
I didn't. Yeah, I'm not an idiot.
Well, how did it get there? You're 100% recognisable, Dean.
No, I pinged it to me, mate. He was meant to delete it.
Well, he didn't. Stuck it up there for the world to see, including the Manchester Constabulary.
Oh, kill him.
Dean, come on, we're struggling here. If you're not going to put your hands up, you need to start making no comment.
This is a very winnable case.
Lois Casserly?
Definitely.
Even if the husband turns up?
Yeah, his statement is full of discrepancies. I could have a field day with him.
CPS will have prepped him.
Maybe, but I know what that means.
I'm getting a gamekeeper turned poacher vibe here.
Even on his own statement, he comes across as aggressive and controlling. I just know the sort of impression he'll make on the court. He's the type we prosecutors used to fear. You wouldn't want him on your side.
Oh, good to hear you're so out for a case again.
You know, I think I belong in the courtroom.
As a prosecutor?
No, defence side. That's what I've learnt up here. I'm not cut out for police stations.
Look, today was just a bad experience.
No, I'm not like you. I like a chance to prepare a case. The edges in the police station are too sharp for me.
But that's the fun, making sure you don't get snagged on those sharp edges.
Not me. I can be much more used to people like Lois Casserly when they find themselves in court.
If that's what you want. Although I'm going to be a bit short-handed.
Really?
I'd need a good solid advisor who knows what they're doing out there.
Right. There is somebody sort of suitable I can think of.
Keith,
Hang on,
I
Frank.
need to let you...
Just wait a minute. Jeannie?
Yeah?
This is what I want you to do. You ring every cab company in the city and find out who picked her up.
Yes, Mr. Barnes.
What is it, Frank?
You got a problem?
Helen's disappeared.
No.
She's done a flit. Cleared her stuff out the flat and gone.
Why?
I had no idea.
Did you have a row?
No way! I love that woman. Been trying to call her, but her phone's dead too. I don't get it.
Oh, weird. I'm afraid Dean got charged with burglary.
Right. Jeannie, any news?
Nothing yet, Mr. B.
Remanded over for court tomorrow.
Hey?
Dean.
Right. I may have to go a little higher up the tree to sort this one out. There's a JP I've done a few favours for. I may have to call him in.
Well, that's not my department.
Mind you, a little bird might cure the kid of his addictions.
The drugs?
That phone of his. It drives me mad. You did your best, Frank.
Yeah. I did, as it goes.
OK, mate, yeah. Be lucky. Jeannie. Jeannie!
You don't need to worry, Lois. We're going to win this case.
Are we?
Yes, we are. We've had some new information. Let's just say your ex-Jerry has some character issues.
What does that mean?
A certain party has just sent me a list of his previous convictions. Not pretty.
Lois, have a think.
Everything is great. Thank you so much. You've saved my life.
Not so much me.
And Juliet, of course.
What's happened with Dean?
Charged. He accepts it was the video clip that did for him. And he seems to have forgotten about you.
Once around the goldfish bowl.
I fear for the health of his mate who posted it online, though.
Thanks so much, Frank.
Happy to be of service.
Lois, I'm desperate for some caffeine. Let's go across the road and discuss our strategy.
Have you thought about my mum, Frank?
Yeah, I may have to pass regarding that.
It's just that
Frank and Sarah need some private time.
Do we?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Mr. Shipbuilder. Bye.
What's her mum got to do with all this?
Nothing at all.
Mr. Shipbuilder. Have you got a growing fan base amongst the more mature ladies?
You tell me.
Oh, I'll ignore that. Are you still getting money coming in from that old tune of yours?
Nah, I've had most of that.
So you need to find yourself a job?
Yeah, probably.
Might be an opening here, you know?
Really?
Bit of a reshuffle going on.
Right.
Interested?
Very.
So, what about you? All these females telling you you're wonderful.
Well, it does carry with it a great weight of responsibility, you know.
Does it?
Oh, yes.
Sorting out all these women's difficulties.
It's what I do.
Is it really?
I don't suppose you know of any other females of the species my name?
No.
That's a shame.
But I suppose there might be one who's, open to persuasion.
Sounds promising.
Why don't you come over here, Frank Twist?
If you insist, Sarah Gold. Yes, I know, I apologise. I do appreciate that this is deeply unfashionable. I realise that we should be embracing our independence, that modern life is meant to be a celebration of the individual, a solitary journey to personal fulfilment and inner understanding. I used to have some of that about me, but not so much now. I've arrived at a level of self-knowledge, and I accept that I cannot exist without close companionship. Not just any companionship. I've been living alone at the top of a hill for just about a year. I don't like it anymore. Every morning I've been waking up a bit miserable, opening up the curtains and looking at the view across Manchester and beyond. And every morning the same thought has struck me. There's Sarah Gold in them thar hills.
Frank was played by David Schofield, Sarah by Kathryn Hunt, and Juliet by Maria Major. Lois was played by Verity Henry, Dean by Hamish Rush, Keith by Stephen Marzella, and Helen by Krissi Bohn. Brief Lives was written by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly and was a BBC Radio Drama North production, directed by Gary Brown.
I work in a world where identity is everything. We hold identity procedures which are meant to ensure that the person the police suspect of committing some heinous crime is indeed exactly who they think he is. You'd be surprised how often they're not, though. Anybody can get it wrong. Now, identity is everything. We look at people and we make a judgment. We identify them as belonging to a particular group or tribe. I mean, take me. A white, born and bred Mancunian in late middle age with a lifetime devotion to his football club. You know exactly the sort of fellow I am, don't you? My name is Frank Twist, and if you ever have the misfortune to be arrested in England's sunny northwest, there's a fair chance that either me, Miss Sarah Gold, or another of my team of legal advisors will be looking after your interests. And if that should happen, I'll try not to make any assumptions about your identity, if you promise not to make any about mine.
Brief Lives by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly.
Where are you going?
The bar.
I'm not here to drink.
I know, I just thought it might relieve the boredom.
This will not be boring.
Oh, yeah, it'll be empowering.
It's up on the first floor.
Well, drink a drink to Colin the King, the King, the
Sorry,
King.
you're singing to me?
No, to your man here. Frankie!
Hey!
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
It's Wiggy.
Frank, we need to head up there.
You head up, I'll be right behind you.
All right, well, don't get signed.
No, I won't be a minute. Mate, you're going to have to help me. Which Nick was it?
Nick? What do you mean? Main road crew.
Oh, yeah.
Sky Blue
right.
Travellers watching City win away. Come on.
That's right, Wiggy.
Neil Wiggins. It's great to see you, mate. You're looking good.
Oh, am I?
You still in the rock and roll game?
Ah, legal world now.
Oh, I better watch myself.
No, it's all right, defence side.
Nice one. Have you got a card?
Yeah, I have it, Sonny. There you go.
Thanks.
No, I better get on, eh?
Is that the missus?
Yeah, Sarah.
What about City, eh? Sure.
Unreal. Well, compared to how it was.
I would say have a drink, but this isn't a proper pub.
What's that?
Well, they're not showing tonight's game. There's no big screen, nothing.
What is the world coming to?
Good question, pal.
I really do have to go upstairs.
All right, mate. I need to go find a decent pub. We'll drink.
To Colin the King. Yeah. Hey, good to see you.
And you, mate.
So, we're taking this to the streets. That'll be Wednesday week, so please let's get out there and stop legal aid cuts. We need our voices to be heard. Thank you. Now enjoy the rest of your evening.
What are you doing?
Hold up a minute.
Leave your phone alone.
I'm just checking something.
Checking what?
The weather.
It's raining, Frank. It's always raining.
Yeah.
Oh, give me that.
Oh.
Donetsk? What's Donetsk?
It's a coal mining town in central Ukraine.
If there's a spring break option, it's no from me.
A City have got a difficult away leg there. Hurricane conditions.
So?
Well, you know these modern players are like racehorses. They can fare badly on a slippy surface. Heavy winds. It favours the more agricultural type of play.
I thought you said it was a mining town.
Never mind.
Look, put Wednesday week in the planner.
Wednesday week? No, I'm gone now. That's the home leg.
Oh, one other thing. I've just clocked that there walks amongst us a legend. Frank Twist! There isn't a criminal lawyer in this city who hasn't thanked Frank dozens of times in their career.
Give over.
Now, his ineffable ability to staple together the lips of even the gobbiest client of the police makes our lives so much easier when we get to court.
It's what I do.
Yeah, but those who are old enough know that in another life, Frank Twist led the shipbuilders to top of the pops.
Back in the Stone Age.
Yeah, and Frank has volunteered to get his guitar out of storage and play a few songs at a fundraiser for us next week.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No.
No, trust me, you have.
So, are we going?
I haven't finished my drink yet.
Oh, and that's another thing. Since when did white wine spritzer become the drink of choice for the modern revolutionary?
Judge me by my actions, not my alcoholic beverages.
Back in the day, if you didn't drink mild and bitter, you were up before the disciplinary committee.
You know, I'm still amazed you actually joined a left-wing group.
Oh, yeah, the Workers and Non-Workers Collective.
Never heard of them.
They even spelt the collective with a K for the full Soviet effect. Their acronym was a problem.
Why?
W-A-N.
Oh, no, I don't know why I bother.
Well, it's all true.
So what attracted you to the cause?
The vice chair was a particularly comely comrade.
Sex, I should have known. Did it work out with her?
Well, I was deemed politically sound at my very first meeting. By the end of the night, I was an enemy of the people. Come on, let's go.
Frank, what's wrong with you? You're demanding we leave a pub.
It doesn't really qualify as a pub. Any self-respecting public house in this postcode would be showing the City game.
Well, you can wait a minute. Did you pay any attention to what was being said upstairs?
Yes.
And?
Well, you know, I think it's terrible what's being done to the profession. So the agency's struggling.
Well, criminal isn't the worst hit.
Not what my bank account says.
Immigration, family, legal aids are being cut off at the legs.
Yeah, but nobody cares, Sarah, because we ain't nurses, we ain't teachers, we're just a bunch of sharks getting criminals off the hook.
Speak for yourself.
I am. You can man the barricades.
Woman.
What?
Woman, the barricades.
Oh. Sorry. Right, you can woman the barricades, then.
You can sing a few revolutionary songs.
Oh, God help us. That fella from the immigration firm, he told me more than half his work is pro bono.
Exactly.
He can't make a living.
And meanwhile, the clients go without.
Yeah, and that.
What did you say?
I was agreeing with you.
What's that?
Don't know. I'll take a look.
Careful, it's dark down there.
Where's my phone?
Hey, hello.
Leave me alone.
Mate.
Frank, be careful.
Not again, you've done me.
Hey, it's all right. I'm your friend. What's happening, pal?
I just need that.
Frank.
He's hurt. Are you bleeding?
I don't know.
Call an ambulance. What happened?
I got jumped.
Come, can you stand up, eh?
I don't know.
Yeah, ambulance, please.
Where does it hurt?
Frank, where are we?
It's 10 on Mill Lane, just behind British Line. Have you been stabbed, son?
Yeah,
They kicked.
Who did?
I don't know.
Hey, all right. What's your name?
Why do you need to know?
I want to help you, son. How old are you? Come on, how old are you?
I'm 16.
It's all right, I'm just going to take a look at you.
Yeah, British Line.
Oh, you've got a bit of a cut on your head there.
They kicked me head.
Yeah, okay.
The ambulance will be here soon, so are you going to tell me your name? Hey, whoa, come on, stay with me, mate. Come on. What's your name?
Chris.
Okay, Chris, right. You're going to be all right, Chris. Did they give you an ETA?
Yes, delays, traffic accident on Mark Street.
Please don't leave me.
They wanted to know if we could drive him in.
Right. You stay with him, I'll get the car. How's he doing?
Just keep your eyes on the road.
Keep him talking.
Oh, Frank, he's barely conscious.
Right, hold tight then. I'm going to overtake this lot.
All right, keep your head on with an ambulance.
Chris, where do you live? Oh, Chris, talk to me. Who do you live with?
Me dad.
What's your address?
Are you taking me home?
It's all right, we're nearly at the hospital.
I've got blood on your seat, sorry.
Don't worry, we'll send you the cleaning bin when you're feeling better. Oh, where's the entrance to the A&E?
Next right.
Right, got it.
Chris, you're going to be all right. Oh, he's drifting out, Frank.
All right, keep him comfy. Hey, lads, over here. We've got one for you. Doctor.
Yes?
Are you looking after Chris?
Chris who?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not sure of his surname.
We're very busy tonight. We're dealing with a traffic accident.
My partner and I brought him in, you see. He's been assaulted.
Oh, Christopher Johnson. You're not family, are you?
No, but...
he's with his father at the moment.
Oh, good.
This is him. Mr. Johnson, this is the couple who brought in your son.
Right.
How's he doing?
He's okay.
What are the doctors saying?
Well, head injuries. They want to keep a watch on him.
But he's going to be okay.
I think so. Listen, where did you find him?
Behind the British Lion.
I told him not to go that way.
They don't take too much notice of us, do they?
Who doesn't?
Kids.
It's terrible, this stuff happening in the community.
What stuff?
Gang stuff.
Chris isn't a gangster.
Oh, Frank wasn't saying that.
A doctor said the same. Black kid gets beaten up, it's always a gang thing. He was on his way back from band practice.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Something like that.
Yeah, we should be on our way.
I should say thank you for bringing him in here.
Anybody would have done the same.
No way. Is that blood on your blouse, miss?
Don't worry about it.
I'll buy you a new one.
No need.
Officer.
Are you Christopher Johnson's father?
Yes.
My name's Victoria Egan. I'm a police constable.
My son isn't well enough to give a statement.
That's all right.
My partner and I can make statements, though.
Sorry, who are you?
We're witnesses.
Right. I can leave you my details.
I can give you some basic information now.
Not right now, sir.
Why not?
I'm dealing with a serious matter at the moment.
This is serious.
I know, but I'm the only officer at the hospital and I'm dealing with something else. I was just asked to leave contact details.
This young man is the victim of an assault.
My boy could have died.
Here are my details. If you and your son could come into Piccadilly as soon as he's able, if he does want to make a statement.
Well, of course he wants to.
I need to deal with other matter.
Wait a moment.
I'm sorry.
What's all that about?
I've got an idea.
Right, I'm going to have a word with her.
Listen, thanks, but I don't think
No,
you should...
no, I should.
It's okay, Mr. Johnson. He knows what he's doing.
Officer, hold on a minute. Hey, wait!
Sir, I've got a lot of work to do.
That lad could have been killed.
Fortunately, he wasn't.
It was a very serious crime.
I've been tasked to deal with another matter.
Why?
That's something you'd have to ask my senior officers.
He's ready to make a statement.
Is he, though?
Yes.
Because my experience with boys like that is...
Boys like what?
He probably knows his attacker.
No, he doesn't.
How do you know that?
Because he told me.
Listen, Mr...
Twist. Frank Twist.
Right, Mr. Twist. I work in this world.
Right.
It's terrible, but these kids don't want the police to get involved in their disputes, and they never cooperate. Things tend to get sorted out in the community, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
It's very difficult to find witnesses who'll give evidence when gangs are involved.
This is not a gang incident.
Even victims don't like getting in the witness box. It can be dangerous.
All right, so the police just let them get on with it, yeah?
That's not what I'm saying.
It sounds like you are.
Mr. Twist, I've got to get on.
Just to be clear, right, I will be with Chris Johnson when he makes his statement.
In what capacity?
I'm his legal rep.
Chris said it was a white bloke.
Age?
Older. Thinks maybe 40s.
How's he doing?
He's doing all right.
Why is it that when I'm representing a client, police pull out all the stops, and when I want them to put themselves out...
Oh, what did the officer say?
Oh, you know the sort of thing. Resources, targeting, blah, blah, blah.
But this was a serious assault.
Yes, well, I told her that.
Are you okay, Roy?
I've got to head home.
Why?
That was a text from a neighbour.
Problem?
Someone's made a mess at the front of the house.
A mess?
I better order a minicab.
No, I can run you home.
You've done enough.
It's not a problem.
I don't want to put...
It's all right. Go on, sir. I can stay with Chris for a while.
Tell him I'll be back soon.
All right.
Have you lived around here long?
Forever. But there's been a few things going on.
Like what?
Like Chris getting beaten up and other stuff. It's the next left.
What other stuff?
My car's off the road because someone vandalised it.
Oh, just randomly?
That's what Chris said. Dad, it's just some random.
Oh, you don't think so?
Not really. I think they want us out. There's not many like me round here.
Like you?
Yeah. Black people.
And the attack on Chris is down to that?
I don't know anymore. I've got some nice neighbours, but...
where are you?
Just pull up there, please.
I'm guessing you're number 27. Oh, dear.
They've done a job. How many cans of paint is that?
What's it say?
Just rudeness.
Oh, I'm sorry. What have they written on the wall? The who?
I don't know.
Oh, that says the whorehouse. What's that all about?
I've no idea.
Roy, I'll come in with you.
No.
No, it could be dangerous, Roy.
Exactly. You stay here.
OK, I can take some notes now. You all right with that, Chris?
Yes.
You know, while everything's fresh in your memory. So, we know that he was a tall white male, maybe in his 40s. And what about hair colour?
Sort of light brown.
Did you get a good look at his face?
No. What's the point of this?
You will need to make a full report to the police.
They don't care.
They will investigate this.
I doubt it.
They're short-staffed, but if we make ourselves known to them, they'll look for the man who did this to you. Sorry, I just need to take this. Give me a minute. Frank Twist.
I'm Police Constable David Barnett.
And this is PC Egan, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, we met earlier in A&E.
Yes, we did. Are you the resident of number 27?
Are you here to talk about the graffiti?
Is this your house, Mum?
No.
Right, well, I need to talk to the person who has control of this property.
Why the police here?
We met at the hospital earlier.
Yeah, is Chris all right?
It's got nothing to do with your son.
What do you want?
It's a private matter. Can we talk inside?
What is this about?
I really think it'd be best if we went inside.
Officer, if Mr. Johnson doesn't want to give you access to his house, he doesn't have to.
This doesn't concern you, Miss...
Gold. It does. I'm his legal advisor.
OK. Police have received information that this address is being kept as a disorderly house.
A what?
I believe there's evidence that women may be being held here against their will.
What evidence?
Right now, there's a young woman looking out of that window.
She's a friend.
Are you going to let me into the house?
Have you got a search warrant?
If I arrest you, I don't need one.
Officer, if you've got enough evidence to arrest my client, you should do so.
You can come in.
Thank you.
Roy, what's going on?
Chris, I've got to make a move.
You too.
I've got a job, mate.
Yeah, nobody's interested. Dad runs off, police can't be bothered. Now you're on your way.
Hey, I'm not letting this go. I'm going to help you, but I've just got to get off right now.
Okay.
And your dad'll be back soon. My contact details, there they are on my card. You're going to be okay?
And that's what the doctor says.
Good lad. Be in touch tomorrow then.
Maria, do you live in this house?
I stay here.
What is your relationship with Roy here?
Es que no entiendo.
She hardly speaks any English.
What nationality are you?
Lo siento, no entiendo.
Which country are you from?
España.
Do you have any ID?
Sorry?
Passport or an ID card, a driving licence?
I lost passport.
On what grounds are you asking to see this woman's papers?
I have reasonable suspicion that she may be an illegal entrant into this country.
She's Spanish.
No evidence of that.
This one was hiding under the bed.
Perdón, lo siento.
She said she's from Venezuela.
Any papers?
No.
Can you explain why there are two foreign women with no paperwork residing in your house?
It's complicated.
Oh, you keep saying that, but what is your relationship with these women, Mr. Johnson?
Friend?
Pimp?
Oh, wait a minute, officer.
I'm not a pimp.
A man living with two young undocumented women. Information received by police that sex workers are operating from this address.
That's not right.
Graffiti outside the house supporting that belief.
That's vandalism. They painted rubbish on my house.
The women will need to come to the police station. I suspect they've committed immigration offences.
Oh, that's not fair.
Roy Johnson, I'm arresting you under Section 33 of the Sexual Offences Act 1956.
Managing a brothel.
You're joking.
Don't say any more.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention...
It was meant to be, mate. 30 plus years and then twice in one night.
Neil,
You gave me that card. The moment they said I could have a legal advisor, I knew it was fate.
You don't look like the type who believes in fate.
Why not? City fan. So, what happens now?
Well, I get you out of here.
I mean, thrown into a cell for a traffic offence.
It's a bit more than that, isn't it? It's a public order element.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, the police allege that when they came to your address to talk to you, you were very agitated.
I'm a big supporter of the police.
You went out with the police officer to look at your vehicle and you began to shout, repeatedly swore at the officer.
I'm not sure about that.
You were given a warning, carried on swearing, arrested, Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
A massive supporter of the police. I used to be anyway. Traffic offence.
I should just go over the...
Straight round. Quite aggressive. Do you know what? 2 weeks ago, I'm the victim of a burglary.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
The police not interested. I couldn't prioritise it, they said.
Why?
Oh, nothing stolen, nobody hurt, low priority.
Right.
I got a good sight of the burglar, clear description.
Oh, and you gave that to the police?
Of course. They went through the motions, made like they were interested. Heard nothing more.
Frustrating, eh?
I'd been burgled and the police weren't doing their job. Traffic offence. Crime of the century.
So what they're saying, anyway, is that a vehicle registered to you, Blue Range Rover, was speeding...
What speed?
51. And the vehicle jumped a red light.
No, I didn't.
A second vehicle swerved to avoid the car that jumped the red light, hit another vehicle, 5-car pile-up, 3 people hospitalised.
I'm very sorry to hear that. It's nothing to do with me.
You weren't driving the car?
No, I'm not saying that, Frank, but I don't know anything about an accident.
That's the police case. Driver didn't know the mess that had been left behind him.
I did not cause an accident.
Did the police breathalyse you?
I refused.
And that is why you're under arrest for that too.
They came to me house. Why should I let them breathalyse me?
Had you been drinking?
I don't drink, mate.
You were in the pub earlier.
They do serve soft drinks in pubs.
I'm going to advise you, Neil, to agree to take the test now.
Who are the women who were in your house?
They're friends.
How long have they been living there?
About 3 months.
Do they pay rent?
Not really.
Are they your tenants, Roy?
No.
Because if they are, you have a legal duty to check their immigration status.
Okay.
Criminal offence if you don't.
They're not tenants. I need to get back to the hospital.
I've told the police.
With head injuries, anything could happen.
I spoke to A&E. Chris is okay. They've got my details. Now, we need to get back to this. Are the girls working for you?
No.
Are they sex workers, Roy?
Why are you asking me that?
You've been arrested because the police suspect they are.
Because some toe rag wrote rubbish on my front wall.
It's not just that. They must be acting on other information.
Those girls have done nothing wrong.
Why are they living with you?
They didn't have nowhere else to live.
So, you're just doing them a favour?
I suppose.
Do you have a relationship with either of them?
Relationship?
A sexual relationship.
What's that got to do with anything?
I need to know what's going on. Police are saying you're a pimp.
Oh, right. Black guy's a couple of white girls living in his house makes him a pimp. Is that it?
Not at all.
So what is it then?
You'll need to answer police questions, Roy.
Breathalyzer negative?
Oh, in that case, they may not charge you for refusing at the scene.
What scene? They came to my home. It's not like I've even admitted driving the car at the time.
Yeah, but you're the registered keeper.
Well, you know that.
Do you know, Neil, traffic cameras now, they're pretty detailed. Drivers can be identified.
I know. Look, I was driving.
OK. Right, have you got any previous convictions?
No, I've not.
Driving offences?
Well, nothing criminal. Parking, speeding. I think I've got 6 points at the moment. I had one of those re-education courses. Some Polish bloke telling me how to drive.
Well, that didn't take, did it? The speeding points.
It's just a tax, really. I'm not Sterling Moss. I think I was done for going 25 in a 20 area.
Yeah, I've had one of those.
Well, there you go.
But tonight, Neil, you were shifting a bit.
What can I say? I was racing to get back for the City game.
Roy, why would someone write whorehouse on the front wall of your home?
Because they've got an attitude.
And telling lies about you to the police?
I'm not welcome here anymore. Neither's my son.
But this is your home.
It doesn't feel like home right now.
Have you any idea who's responsible for this?
How long have you got? People.
White people?
What do you think?
Actually, I meant names. Somebody you've fallen out with?
Do I look like the type to fall out with people?
What does that look like?
I'm a hard-working man. Never signed on. I graft hard for living. Try to look after my son.
Yeah, I get that.
Is that what you see when you look at me? You were asking me if I was a pimp.
I'm sorry.
Look, a few years back, I did have some enemies. When I was a kid, I got up to no good. TDA, bit of trouble on the street.
Right.
Got 3 months when I was 20. Didn't like it.
You're not meant to.
Some of them do. Sort of. Little trainee gangbangers. I never wanted to go back inside. Sorted myself out. Got together with Josie.
Chris's mum?
Yeah.
Where's Josie?
She died when the boy was 6. Cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It was tough. Neighbours rallied round. All of them. Black, white, everybody. Everybody helped.
Your parents?
They'd gone back to Jamaica. Didn't like the weather.
Who does?
I like the rain. Proper mank, me.
That's good to know.
There was this brilliant woman who used to cook all the West Indian food for us. She even used to knit jumpers for Chris.
Oh, kind.
He hated them. I used to make him wear them. Poor kid. Everybody was decent.
Not so much now.
Do you know, last week, someone shouted it at me. First time in years.
Shouted what?
You know. What do you lot call it? The N-word.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm not frightened of the word. Heard it enough when I was a kid. Last week, I stepped off the pavement without looking. Middle-aged bloke. Could have been a dad from his school. Gave me the finger. Watch yourself. And then he spat it out. That word.
Oh, dear.
You don't believe me?
No, I do.
You see, what I had in my head was that Chris has got a future here.
He must do. He's a bright lad.
He's clever, like his mum. I've been thinking he'd go to university.
That'll happen.
You think?
Definitely.
Confidence can get knocked out of kids, you know.
Okay. Roy, talk to me about these 2 young women.
Maria and Carmen.
Yeah, how come they're staying in your house?
I don't want to get those girls into trouble.
They're under arrest suspected of immigration offences, Roy. They're already in trouble.
Well, I was at Stoke.
98?
Oh, yes. Now, only City could score 5 away from home and still get relegated.
Down to League One.
Call a spade a spade. It was the 3rd division.
We're proper blues.
Certainly are. Support the richest club around, and we're reminiscing about the bad old days.
Which I enjoyed more.
Me too. It's pathetic, really, isn't it?
We're going to release Mr. Wiggins for now.
You are?
The driver who swerved to miss your client was over twice the legal alcohol limit.
There we go. I know you have a job to do.
Neil, not now.
We may still need to talk to you. Stay close by.
We'll go to the pub across the road if that's okay.
I
don't catch the end of the game.
I'll go and sort out your property.
It looks like they've realised it wasn't my fault.
Wait and see.
If the other driver had been drinking.
Changes things.
It does.
Are you all right if I just head off?
I was hoping you'd come across the road. I could buy you tomato juice. Come on, Frank. There's so much we haven't covered.
Police are releasing you, so let's just chalk this one down as an away win, eh?
I was talking about City. What about the cup final?
Which one?
1969.
I was there.
So was I.
Neil Young. What a goal!
Come across the road. It's on me.
Roy, you're going to have to trust me.
Okay.
How did you meet these women?
In a bar.
Really? And they just came back to stay with you?
It's true.
I don't think so.
It's true. It is. Listen, they might get hurt.
Who's going to hurt them? Whatever you tell me is confidential.
I was trying to help.
How?
Okay. I'm a window cleaner, see? I have a round in Wilmslow. It's a good round.
Big houses?
Lots of windows. And there was this house I used to do every 6 weeks. I did inside and out. The lady whose house it was, quite full on, you know. She laid down the law, told me how to do my job. But she was a good payer. She was kind of disrespectful, but...
But you didn't want to lose your job.
Every time I went there was the same girl there. At first, I thought it was a daughter, but I soon worked out she was working in the house, cleaning and stuff.
Is this one of the girls?
Maria. Every time I'd come, you know, I'd make a little cheeky remark to her. She'd say nothing, wouldn't even look at me. Then one time, she looked up and gave me a little smile. And I said something that made her laugh. Then the missus came in and really had a go at her. Told her not to talk to staff without permission. I wasn't staff, I was a window cleaner. But like I said, good job. I kept my mouth shut.
Did you keep going back?
Yeah. And the next time I'm there, I'm a bit early. I come up the drive, I can hear shouting and crying. And I look through the window and this woman, the lady of the house, she's got like one of those things riders hit horses with.
A riding crop?
Yeah. And she's only hitting Maria with it.
Oh.
And I mean serious hitting. Maria's on the floor. Woman standing over her, shouting, hitting her.
Did the woman see you?
I waited and knocked on the door. The woman answered. I made out like I just arrived, like I hadn't seen nothing.
And what did she say?
Usual. She's rude. Tells me to get on with my work. She's going out. Says she'll be back in an hour to pay me.
And where's Maria?
She's disappeared. I start cleaning the windows upstairs. I hear like a whimpering. It's coming from the top attic room. I go upstairs. The family dog is outside the door like it's guarding the room. And Maria is crying on the inside.
Had you seen the dog before?
Yeah. I'm good with dogs. I carry dog treats with me on the job. So he's all friendly with me. I give him a few treats. I try the door. It's locked. Maria's saying, help me. So I force the door.
What about the dog?
Eating out the palm of my hand.
Oh, literally.
So Maria's really upset. She's obviously wanted out of the place.
So you got her out?
I left the windows, took her back to my house. And that's when she told me.
What?
That she'd been brought over with a friend Carmen from Venezuela 4 years ago. And she's been put to work with the family that brought her over. Carmen's with another family. Wouldn't let them out. Hit them if they did anything wrong.
And Carmen?
I worked out where she was staying. I broke in and got her too.
Did they have any paperwork, passports, anything?
Families took it. They told them they could have it back when they'd worked enough to pay off the travel costs.
Yeah, right, which will never happen.
For sure.
So they have no way of proving who they are.
And I've got no way of proving that any of this is true. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Well, you broke into the second house.
So? I'd do it again. These girls just wanted to start a new life. They were prisoners.
The trouble is, even legal domestic workers are beholden to their employers. Did you report the family?
I broke in. How could I? I've got a criminal record.
Ah, right.
And I lost the best window cleaning round I had. Didn't fancy going back to Wilmslow.
So what were you planning on doing?
I hadn't worked that out yet. Short of money. 2 extra mouths to feed. And Chris is 16. Never stops eating. Wants money to go out.
No, hang on a minute. That attack on Chris, has that got something to do with this?
Maybe. I don't know. The family didn't know my address, mind. Didn't know Chris.
Right.
Tell a lie. Easter holiday, Chris came with me to work. We did Wilmslow together. The woman at the house saw him then.
Right.
But surely, if they were going to attack anyone, it would be me.
Well, maybe. It could be a link, though.
Oh, what a mess. What's going to happen to Marie and Carmen?
Unfortunately, I think they'll be taken to the Immigration Detention Centre.
And then what?
There's a risk they'll be sent back to Venezuela.
It's not good right now.
No, but I've got a friend who's an immigration lawyer, specialises in helping people who've been trafficked. I'll put him onto it.
I think I should make a move.
I should probably be off. Doesn't look like Her Majesty's Constabulary are going to speak to me this evening.
Well, they got your contact details.
One last Virgin Mary?
Yeah, just one.
I can get them to slip a vodka in if you like.
No, but don't let me stop you.
I gave up the source a few years back.
Oh, health reasons?
In a way. I was quite a serious tippler. It was down to my wife, really.
Does she know about what happened tonight?
That I can't answer.
Oh?
She passed away 3 years ago this week.
So sorry.
I still miss her.
Anniversaries are difficult.
We didn't have children, but Sandra gave me, I don't know, a purpose. You don't want to hear this.
Hey, I'm happy to listen, mate.
3 years. Sometimes feels like 3 weeks. We'd gone out for a drink. Lovely country pub in Cheshire. I'd had a few too many. Flung Sandra the keys and asked her to drive.
She hadn't been drinking?
Lemonades all night, but she was overtired. Didn't often drive. Misjudged the bend.
Right.
I walked out, not a scratch.
Sandra?
Died at the scene. I never had another drink.
That is... Oh, Neil, really. I'm sorry, mate.
Life throws stuff at us. I spent a few months holed up in the house. Got to thinking about Sandra. She'd have hated to see me moping about. I needed to find a purpose.
Good.
Sandra was always a great one for getting involved. Local community stuff. Doing her bit.
What about you?
It's not my sort of thing, but after she died, I changed. Wanted to participate.
That's good.
Keeping an eye on vulnerable locals, people at risk. We were suffering with a lot of burglaries. I got done. All the residents were feeling a bit under siege.
What did you do?
Well, police didn't seem very interested, so I set up a residents group. We get to know the local people, keep an eye on things.
Right.
I mean, when did you last see a bobby on the beach?
Oh, been a while.
Exactly. So I've organised installation of CCTV at various strategic points. We put together little patrols.
Who's we?
Like-minded folk, long-term residents.
Oh, right. How does it work?
We do a round most evenings. If there's someone hanging about who we don't know, we have a quiet word.
Well, how does that pan out?
They usually run along. No fuss.
What if they don't?
Trouble is, the demographic is changing round my area.
In what way?
Oh, same way as it is everywhere. Different types of people, different values, different ways of life.
In your little group, it reflects that, does it?
Well, we haven't done any diversity training, if that's what you mean. No, Frank, we use good old-fashioned common sense. And it's working.
But someone's reported you to the police.
Who?
Are you in any disputes with the neighbours?
Not at all.
Did anyone ask about Maria and Carmen?
Once or twice. I said they were cousins of mine, visiting from the Caribbean.
Do you think the same person who informed the police also graffitied on your front wall?
Could be. Doesn't help me and the girls, though.
You see, we've had no say in it, have we? It's politicians imposing stuff on us.
You know, I really have to go now.
They don't have to live in these areas.
What sort of areas are we talking about?
Like mine, like yours. They've changed.
Yeah, I suppose.
Nobody does anything about it.
Neil Wiggins?
Yes.
Could you come with us, please?
Are you rearresting my client?
Oh, not at all, sir. We think he might be able to help us with another matter. So you've got good knowledge of the area, Neil?
Should have, after all these years.
And you know Fulton Road?
Very well.
What's this all about?
Neil here is a member of the community. We want to take advantage of his local knowledge.
Okay.
It's fine, Frank. Happy to be of service.
Do you know 27 Fulton?
I do, as it goes.
Do you know who lives there?
Coloured bloke and his son, and there's a couple of young women.
You had any dealings with him?
Not personally.
What is this about?
There's been a few concerns raised.
About the folk at number 27?
Yeah, about what the girls are up to.
There's been some criminal damage to the front of the house. Your little residents group know anything about that?
Not really our sort of thing.
Any idea who might be behind it?
Excuse me, officer. I'd like a private consultation with my client.
It's all right, Frank.
Your client seems happy.
Well, I'm not. Give me a moment, please.
OK.
What's going on?
No idea.
You seem to know something.
We've heard a few things.
We? You mean your little private police force?
We're not a private police force. We're concerned citizens. And if a resident is running an illegal business from his property...
What sort of business would that be?
Well, you get very insalubrious visitors. There are young foreign women being exploited.
Hang on. You're concerned about the exploitation of these women now? Team Neil is a feminist grouping then, is it?
Well, there's no need to be facetious.
Do you have any evidence that these women are working as prostitutes?
You liberals are so naive.
Well, it's the first time I've been called that.
Naive?
A liberal.
Look, I'm sorry to say that sometimes local residents need to do the police's job for them.
Well, I'm not sure the law will be with you on that.
Oh, we all know what the law is in this country now.
Can we have a word, Mr. Twist?
15 years since I've been the wrong side of a wall at a nick.
Has it changed?
Yeah, so have I. Still doing my head in, though. I need to get out and see my boy.
All right, I'm going to see what we can do. Officer, we're ready to be interviewed.
We have some more inquiries to make.
Oh, no. My client is concerned about his son. He needs
Back off, Miss Gold. We're going to release your client at his own recognizance. We need to make some further inquiries into the status of the women at his house before we proceed, though.
OK. Right.
Now, do you know a man called Neil Wiggins?
No. Should I?
We'll be in touch.
Officer, can you tell me what's going on?
I'll show you out, madam.
No, I think my client is owed some sort of...
Sarah, I need to get back to A&E.
They said I can probably go home tomorrow.
That's good.
You're already looking more like yourself.
Gave myself a scare.
No, I just wanted to check on you.
Thank you. If you and Frank hadn't helped me,
anyone would have done the same.
You think?
The police were here earlier.
What were they asking about?
They said they had an idea as to who attacked me. Said they were going to make an arrest.
What kept you?
Been getting some disclosure.
On Roy Johnson?
No. You. Police are going to rearrest you.
Oh, this is turning into something very sinister. What have they trumped up now?
They've trumped up a Section 18 assault.
What's that one, he said?
Grievous bodily harm.
Oh, what a joke.
Well, they're not laughing, and neither is Chris Johnson.
Well, I'm drawing a blank on that.
He's the young man who was assaulted. He lives at 27 Fulton.
You do realise, Frank, this is a complete stitch-up.
I've been shown some CCTV evidence.
Will I get to see this?
Oh, I'm sure you will.
So where is this so-called assault meant to have happened?
Mill Lane, behind the British line.
The alley?
Yes.
Well, it proves the line that alley's not covered by CCTV.
And you know, you're absolutely right, as you would be, given your expert knowledge in the area.
So there cannot be footage of this boy's assault?
But the funny thing is, the British line was so impressed by your little vigilante group CCTV campaign, they installed some of their own outside the pub last week.
Right.
And they show a white man shoving Chris Johnson down the alley and following him.
What's the footage like?
It's very good. You're the man doing the shoving.
Looks a bit like me, does it?
No. It's definitely you. And after all, you were at the British Lion earlier.
And if I told you I was acting in self-defence? This boy burgled my house.
Couldn't really help you.
He was wearing a distinctive cap. It had a tree on it.
Hundreds of kids wear caps.
Well, he made remarks to me today, threats.
See, I'm not a big fan of all this CCTV stuff, all rather too big brother for me, but once in a while it can clarify matters.
You're my legal advisor. You're meant to be on my side.
Dead right. And that's why I can't represent you.
Oh, here we go. Politically correct.
What do you mean?
You don't like my views, so you won't represent me.
No, not at all.
You're a traitor, mate.
Oh, am I? What particular cause am I a traitor to, pal?
You and me, we're on the same side. You should be fighting in my corner for people like us.
No.
Thinking about the old days, when we were running with the Sky Blue firm.
Me? I always went for the football, mate.
You've joined the enemy.
Right,
You should be
Neil.
ashamed of yourself.
Neil, I want to be very clear about something. I've represented many revolting people who've been accused of disgusting things and whose views I hold in complete contempt. Now, you fall very nicely into that group of people, but you're not the worst.
What are you talking about?
The reason I can't represent you is because I know Chris Johnson, and I'm going to have to make a witness statement for the prosecution. I'll sort you out another brief. Oi! Lady, over here!
Oh, it's not the way I expected to spend the evening.
How's he doing?
He's going to be all right.
What a time to be alive.
You were done quickly.
I withdrew from the case.
Why?
Conflict of interest.
Right.
And my client turned out to be a racist scumbag. A kiss?
Well, you might get a full-on snog if you play cards right.
What are you after?
Oh, I'm proud of you, Frank.
You are?
You withdrew from a case for reasons of conscience.
No, a purely legal decision.
Well, OK, if that's the way you want it. How did City get on?
I'm not sure, actually.
What? A City game finished hours ago and you don't even know the score? What are you doing?
Checking the result.
Ah.
We lost. Last minute disputed penalty.
Sorry.
I don't mind.
You do, though?
City losing takes me back to less complicated times, because I can get very confused these days. City weren't meant to be masters of the universe. City lose, historically. It's what we do.
Frank Twist, sanguine about City losing, politically engaged, willing to perform songs at a benefit gig.
What? I'm not sure about that.
The world really has turned upside down. You've changed.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, but you have.
No, not completely. Hey, why don't you talk to me again about that full-on snog that you were promising? You've changed. It's usually an accusation. It suggests some sort of betrayal. No, we must define our identity and stick to it. Listen, occasionally I draw up the courage to glance in the mirror. It's tough, I know, but it has to be done. I'm not the young kid who spent his Saturday afternoons on the terraces at Main Road and every evening tried to master a fourth chord on the guitar. He was a nice enough lad, but I changed. Just like the city I grew up in. It changed. And there's one thing I'm 100% sure of. I am a Mancunian. This is my city and I love it and all those who sail in her. Although I might make an exception for Neil Wiggins.
Frank was played by David Schofield, Sarah by Kathryn Hunt, and Neil by Paul Barnhill. Roy was Chris Jack, DC Egan Helen O'Hara, Chris Ike Bennett, and DC Bryant Lloyd Peters. Brief Lives was written by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly. It was a BBC Radio Drama North production, directed by Gary Brown.
Those endless TV police dramas generally leave you in little doubt who the villain is. The crime is obvious, the perpetrator elicits little sympathy. But sometimes real life's not so simple. What happens when the offence is more incompetent than heinous? My name is Frank Twist, and if you ever have the misfortune to be arrested in England's sunny northwest, there's a fair chance that either me, Miss Sarah Gold, or another of my team of legal advisors will be looking after your interests. Whether you're a career criminal or an ordinary, law-abiding citizen who's just stumbled across the line.
Brief Lives by Michael Livesey.
Tell me again why you persuaded me to have a break in the idyllic Yorkshire Dales.
You needed to relax and get away from the pressures of work.
Right, and battling through a storm in near darkness.
It was a chance to see friends. Give Fran a chance to see the countryside. Realise the real source of milk is not in the local supermarket.
And the real source of lunch.
She has to learn, Frank. It'd be easy to concentrate without you complaining.
All right, I'm sorry.
You enjoyed the pub?
Yeah, it was a good pint, but Lancashire losing the Roses match didn't help.
You don't like cricket?
Pride in the red rose. I'm Lancashire through and through. And tykes. Talk about well balanced. They have a chip on both shoulders.
I thought they were very gracious in victory.
What? And dancing around the pub, flicking V signs in my direction.
Don't exaggerate. Besides, I reckon you look like a man made for the great outdoors in your walking gear.
Oh, the boots wreck me feet.
The epitome of the Manchester Rambler.
Who?
I'm a Rambler,
all right, thank you,
Manchester.
thank you. I've just remembered why I'm not a great fan of folk music.
Be inspired! Just need to break the boots in. More practice.
I don't think so. And the cagoule.
It'll keep the rain off.
Yellow?
It was a bargain.
I'm surprised. You can't be Mr. Cool in a cagoule.
You haven't been Mr. Cool for decades. Whoa! Oh, whoa, whoa.
Sorry, the road ahead is closed.
Is there a way round, officer?
It's a long detour, you better waiting.
Where are that lot headed?
Mountain search and rescue volunteers. They're forming search parties.
In this? What for?
A bad one. School trip got into trouble. We've got most back safely, but a couple of kids were swept away across a river.
Oh, no.
It's a hell of a day for the school trip.
That's true.
Hey, can we help look for the kids?
It's appreciated. They always need volunteers.
No, I'm afraid Frank is too old and in too poor health for tramping over the hills.
Well, I'm not.
Yes, I can see that.
Actually, I'm rather fit.
There's other jobs need doing.
Of course, if we can help, then we will.
Now, the village hall is being used as a base. You can park there.
Are you here to help? The team leader is about to brief the search parties, but I'm in charge of the more mundane stuff.
Well, that sounds like us.
Indeed, but it has to be something that doesn't overly overstretch someone as old and decrepit as me.
Sorry?
Ignore him. He's been deemed unfit for the search parties.
Only by you.
We do have plenty of older volunteers.
There are other jobs, though.
Of course.
Where are the school children? Here?
No, they've been taken to a community centre for some food and support until they can be returned to their school.
And some very anxious parents.
Oh, undoubtedly. Now, for some jobs. You can help me, but first a job for...
Frank.
I'm Anne. We run the post office and souvenir shop in the village.
Oh, how lovely.
In fine weather.
We do get some of that occasionally.
And I thought Manchester was the country's rain capital.
You should be used to it then.
It's what we'd hoped to get away from.
I think it's wonderful here, whatever the weather. Now, follow me, Frank.
Are they hopeful, the rescue?
The boys were swept away crossing a beck in Spate. Their chances... Well, we can only pray.
I have a young daughter.
It's awful. Truly awful. Now, here we are. Tea making. The ladies will show you what to do.
Making tea.
It's not just women's work, you know.
Oh, Daddy, absolutely. And I'm a modern man here. I'm in my element in a floral penny.
Now, let's find something for your wife.
Father?
Sorry.
Don't be.
I'll catch you later.
Wait, just a minute. I don't want to underestimate the importance of making tea.
But?
I'd really like to get out there and help.
Not my decision. I'll get back to you in a minute. Now, what can we do with you?
So, what's Frank's job?
Well, it was making tea.
Was?
He's hoping to join one of the search parties.
Oh, no, I'm not sure, really.
Don't worry. They'll look after him. Now, we need to find a role for you.
Yeah, of course. Anne, that woman over there, she looks like she's in shock.
Yeah, she is. Her name's Janice. Her boy is one of the missing school children.
Oh, how terrible. How come she's here so quickly?
She works at the school. She was on the trip.
Oh, she shouldn't be on her own.
Normally, the police have officers trained for this.
Yeah, well, she needs somebody.
The weather means we're on our own for a while.
Well, I do work at a women's refuge. I'm a legal advisor, but I've also done counselling.
Well, that would be ideal.
If there's no one else.
Oh, you sound better qualified than any of us. Can you sit with her while we wait for news?
Hiya, I'm Dave. I'll be leading one of the parties.
Frank, glad to be able to help.
Good to have you on board.
Bit nervous.
Don't be.
Listen up, everybody. We've not got all day.
That's Kath, team leader. Nearly 20 years' experience and more rescues than most of us put together.
OK, you all know the score. We are going in 5 parties of 6. 2 trained water parties will be working in the back, 3 working dry ground either side.
Police, fire brigade?
Mobilising as best they can in the conditions. We're operating to a police central control.
The helicopter and its infrared camera would be ideal.
Couldn't agree more, but grounded. However, 2 other MRTs are mobilising and they're getting a dog team out. We've got last known sighting, river height, flow, descriptions.
It's still going to be like finding a needle in a haystack.
We've done it before. Now, We've a few spontaneous volunteers.
That includes you.
Your help is appreciated.
I haven't done anything.
But let me be clear. You do exactly what your party leader tells you. And under no circumstances do you go anywhere near the water.
Good advice.
I do not want time and resources wasted rescuing untrained volunteers who have got into trouble.
That's me told.
Collect maps of your search areas, check radios. Let's get going.
Right, what equipment have you got? Oh, your boots are not a make I like. Blistered my feet, something rotten.
No, they're good.
Funny thing, boots. Once you get a make that works for you, that's it. I've had these for, well, must be my 6th pair at least.
Yeah, absolutely. I swear by these.
Each to their own, I suppose. Waterproofs?
This?
A cagoule.
Yeah, I know. Yellow.
But the colour doesn't matter, it's just too lightweight. Hold on. Here.
An official Dale's Mountain Rescue jacket.
They'll want it back. It's not a souvenir.
No, of course.
There's also a potential problem.
Right, which is?
It's plastered with badges and insignia which suggest a level of training and competence you don't have.
Right, so I'm guessing my scout camper badge and swimming bronze medal don't count.
Afraid not. So if anyone is under the impression you know what you're doing...
I'll be quick to put them straight.
They'll find him, won't they?
They are certainly going to do their best. These guys are hugely experienced.
And he could have scrambled out of the water, be exhausted.
Absolutely. Now, Anne tells me you work at the school.
Yes, I'm a classroom assistant.
Yeah, an outing to the Yorkshire Dales?
Seemed like a great idea. I couldn't imagine this.
Were you out with the kids?
It was a nightmare. The rain was relentless. Everybody was cold and wet.
Your son...
Joey. Yeah. He's only 10.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I was looking after some of the girls who'd fallen behind. The group ahead tried to wade a stream. I didn't know Joey was with them.
You didn't
No,
see
I thought he was safe.
He probably thought it was a big adventure.
He was thrilled to be on the trip with the older kids.
I'm sure he was loving every moment.
But I just heard shouts, screams. Someone dashed back and said a child had been swept away.
Oh, I can't think of anything
I
worse.
knew. I just knew.
I know. I've a daughter.
And when
It's
I
a
got to the
nightmare.
stream, it was a raging torrent. I mean, why did they try to cross? Why? Oh, Joe.
There is nothing you could have done.
Why didn't I keep him with me?
And a second boy lost as well.
But he tried to save Joey. He plunged into the water.
Oh, what a brave
He
act.
got swept away. He was trying to hold on to Joey.
You okay?
Fine, yeah, fine. I'm just...
Hey, don't worry. Check everything carefully.
I'm holding you up. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. You're doing great.
I know it is.
Look, there's always a danger in these situations of going too quickly and missing something.
Well, we're certainly not going too quickly.
So we won't miss anything.
You're a volunteer, yeah?
We're all volunteers in Mountain Rescue. We all have day jobs.
And yours is?
Detective Sergeant Dave Nichols, North Yorkshire Police.
Oh, no. I'm here normally implacable foes.
You don't look like a major league drugs dealer.
Paralegal and always for the defence.
Right. Not people I usually work with.
Man, I can't ever remember taking instructions from a DS.
Come on.
Oh, these conditions. Is there any chance?
There's always hope. The rain is easing. The water level will drop as quickly as it rose.
Where to start?
A computer program analyses all the data, gives us the most probable search areas.
Is it accurate?
Better than guesswork.
How could anyone survive?
It's surprising. It's mainly down to luck. The water washes you onto high ground. You're swept into a quiet eddy. You get snagged, but with your head above water.
Sounds a long shot.
It's not a gamble you'd want to take.
So, why did they?
On a rescue, it's not a question we ever ask, but
it will need to be asked.
You said yourself he was happy to be here.
He doesn't like the water. He's a poor swimmer.
He'll be all right, you'll see.
I told Carl. I told him to keep hold of him, to look after him. Carl, the teacher leading the trip.
Oh, I'm sure he did his best.
But I wasn't there for him when he needed
me.
You
couldn't know.
No, he'll be frightened, all alone.
We don't know.
He'll want his mummy.
Joey knows you're here. You'll soon be back
And I was with those stupid complaining girls.
That's why you were there.
Always moaning. Nothing was right for him.
You were doing your job.
But they weren't so stupid as to go in the water.
Oh, come on.
Why did I go on this trip?
Don't get too close to the water, Frank.
There's loads of stuff that's all washed up.
Where the current's forcing everything into a pool.
It's powerful. I mean, this is branches. It's all debris.
Everything's being held there by the water.
Hey, look, there's a bit of plastic.
Steady. We don't want to lose you.
It's like a blue plastic bag. I think it's attached to something.
Right. Move back.
All right.
I want you to move back.
Okay. I mean, you can't make it.
I'm going to see what it is.
What is it?
I said, keep back, Frank. Got it. It's stuck on barbed wire. That's it. It's free.
Found something.
Party 3 to control. Party 3 to control.
This is Control.
This is Leader Party 3. We have code orange. Repeat, code orange.
Confirm you have code orange.
Affirmative. Grid reference to follow.
Soon as possible, Party 3.
We found a body.
Why is everyone looking at me?
They're not.
They are. Something's happened. It has. Do you know what's going on?
No, I don't. Okay, let's go back to the office, then I'll go and find out.
I need to know. Tell me.
Janet.
Tell me what's happened.
Janet, I'm going to go and find out.
Sarah, tell me what's happened.
Okay, stay calm. Oh, Frank, you look shattered.
These boots. Oh, they're letting me feel something rotten.
Are you all right?
You can't just buy boots online, you know. You can't cut corners on equipment.
I've got it. What happened?
I was a waste of space. Got in the way.
I'm sure that's not true.
You were right. I'm too old.
No. I'm proud of you. You're quite the hero.
Oh, I don't feel it.
You've heard, I
See, I thought, there were branches, leaves, junk. It was all washed up, and I thought it was a piece of plastic, just a bit of rubbish. But it wasn't plastic. It was a rucksack. It was a blue rucksack.
Right, it got swept away.
It was a body, Sarah. It was a young boy set off on his big adventure, really happy, a few days away from school.
Oh, come here. Come on. You and heroes need a hug.
Ben. His name was Ben Coleman, and he was 14, and he just dived in to save the other lad.
You okay? Well, all things considered.
Yeah, just glad Joey survived. How is he?
In the circumstances, remarkably well.
How about his mother?
Relieved beyond words. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. She'd given up hope.
Never stop believing.
Seriously, though, I need to know you're okay.
Yeah, well, I've been a lot better. And it's the last time I'm signing up for one of your guided tours.
For some reason, I don't get repeat bookings.
I know, I'm not surprised.
You did great.
Hey, I have a confession.
Go on.
These walking boots are the first I've ever had, and they are killing my feet.
Right. I suppose I should make a confession.
Oh, would he need legal advice?
No. Party 3 tends to be used for inexperienced and well-meaning, spontaneous volunteers.
I don't understand.
The area we searched was, let's say, a low priority.
Oh, so we weren't supposed to...
Mountain Rescue appreciate the help, but it's usually best...
Oh, so the body, it shouldn't have been there.
You can never be sure. If his rucksack hadn't have got caught...
Dived in, just so quickly without a thought.
He's only 14, but a big lad for his age, and apparently a strong swimmer.
Oh, come on, nobody could have swum through that.
Oh, he was mad to try, but nobody can criticise him.
Yeah, an instinctive reaction, eh?
Funny thing is, by all accounts, he was an unruly kid. Bit of a troublemaker.
And yet, there he is, the hero who makes the ultimate sacrifice.
You can never tell.
How did Joey survive?
But apparently he was a weak swimmer, which helped him.
I don't understand.
It sounds counterintuitive, but weak swimmers are sometimes at an advantage because, well, they don't exhaust themselves swimming against a torrent they've no chance battling against.
The water sweeps them away and they just go with the flow, yeah?
Exactly.
So what now?
Now it's the day job. And time for some serious questions to be asked.
Thanks for taking me to the hospital.
It's the least I could do.
Oh, that's Carl, the teacher in charge. Carl! Carl! I trusted you! I trusted you! Look what you've done!
I'm so sorry, Janice. It's my fault. It's all my fault.
Don't say any more. I'm DS Dave Nichols, North Yorkshire Police. Carl, you need to listen to me.
I meant this to happen.
OK, I need to interview you, and it's important we do it now.
Of course.
Is he in any fit state?
Look, I'd prefer not to arrest him.
Arrest me? I don't understand.
There may well be a criminal offence, and the police have to
I want to help. Of course, I want to help.
OK, well, I can give you legal advice.
We'll want a formal taped interview.
I'll be representing Mr. Moore. So, day jobs and normal services resumed.
It appears so.
How serious are we looking?
Manslaughter by gross negligence.
No, come on, it was surely an accident. You know, an act of God, as I say.
Any decision on whether to prosecute is down to CPS, in consultation with the HSE.
I was out there, saw you. It was a nightmare. Manslaughter?
This was over and above general stupidity and lack of preparation.
I sort of agree on the facts, but not the conclusion.
Compounded by the fact that he was a teacher in charge of children.
Yeah, there's a duty of care, but even so...
In my view, the conduct of the teacher was foolhardy and negligent.
It won't be your decision, will it?
No.
Tell me what happened, all you remember.
It was a school trip for 14 and 15-year-olds. Hiking, that's all.
The weather was bad.
Yes, but... well, we went ahead anyway.
Conditions got worse, and you didn't come back.
At first, no. I thought it'd be character building.
Character building?
Well, these kids aren't particularly academic, but they like a physical challenge.
So you carried on.
Then the heavens opened. You could barely see in front of your face. The kids were cold, wet and miserable.
And you headed back.
I checked the map. There was no easy way back. It was a long detour. Or wade a stream.
Oh, so you waded the stream.
There was a lot of water. I got across. It seemed okay. I crossed back and guided the kids across.
Joey?
He was one of the last in the group with me. Maybe he'd lost his footing, or the water was too powerful.
And he was swept away.
Ben dived in to catch him, but he slipped from his grasp.
And they were both swept away. And you tried to get to them?
I saw Joey's face. He looked frightened.
Not Ben?
No. He seemed to disappear more quickly.
And then?
With a couple of the lads, we ran along the bank to try to catch up. But it was hopeless.
OK, all right, that's it. That'll do for now. I have a few things to check. You'll be interviewed. Don't admit responsibility, you understand?
Joey looks so scared.
Carl, do you understand? It's really important.
Yes, I understand.
Now, I understand this must be difficult.
I'll help as best I can.
I need to go through some of the Health and Safety Executive guidelines for school trips, that's all.
Of course.
Are you experienced in organising school trips?
Just answer truthfully, Carl.
No, it's not my remit at school.
But you've organised them before?
No. I didn't do the organisation for this one as such.
Who did?
The school.
Did you do a risk assessment?
No.
You're aware that one was needed?
Of course. A colleague did it, as far as I'm aware. This trip was a bit last minute.
You've seen the guidelines?
No.
Well, the school must have guidelines.
I haven't seen them.
Are you qualified in outdoor pursuits?
I don't have paper qualifications as such, but I'm pretty sporty. If it was a hiking trip in the Yorkshire Dales, not an expedition to climb K2.
You didn't think to hire an experienced guide?
No. If one was required, the school would have done it.
You didn't feel you needed help and support?
No. I was confident I could do it. I've done plenty of hiking, and in tougher terrain than the Yorkshire Dales.
Was there any plan B, if the activity had to be curtailed?
No.
HSE guidelines state school trips should be appropriate for the ages of all children involved and their various abilities.
I'm aware there are guidelines, but not the fine detail.
Joey was 10. Did you consider whether it was appropriate for him?
No. But then neither did the school. They were okay with it.
My client needs a break. He's been more than helpful in the circumstances.
Okay. I'm suspending the interview.
Dave. Look, I can see that this is bad for Carl. And I know the conditions. I was out there, but I tried.
There's a level of stupidity and incompetence involved here that defies belief.
Well, that's telling it straight.
But there was no planning worth the word. No risk assessment. The guy has no formal training and seems to be leading a school hiking trip because he happens to be available.
Yeah, with support staff.
Yeah, who also seem to be there just because they were available.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, well, that's why the guidelines are there. So you're not asking questions after a kid has died.
Yeah, it does all seem to have been a bit rushed.
People don't give the Dales the respect they deserve. We get everything here. People not warm enough in winter, going down with hypothermia. In summer, it's sunstroke and heat exhaustion. Now, there's a dead child. A child who was entrusted to the care of a teacher and was failed by him.
But if teachers face criminal charges, they won't even take kids on school trips.
Well, if they're organised like this, that's no bad thing.
Oh, come on. I've got very happy memories of my school trips.
Most people have.
Look, we went down the Manchester Ship Canal. We ran right, but nobody fell overboard. No one was hurt.
Nowadays, we prefer trips that aren't left to good fortune. Because sometimes your luck runs out, as it did for Ben, and but for a miracle would have done for Joey.
And like it did for Carl, he's not a criminal. This is going to haunt him for the rest of his life.
Undoubtedly. Now, you'll have to excuse me. There's something bothering me about this case. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Shock, hypothermia, and a lot of bruises.
It could have been so much worse.
Well, they're keeping him in overnight and then home.
Mrs. Carter. I'm sorry, but there are a few questions I need to ask.
Surely it can wait.
Not really. We need to build a picture.
It's a tragic accident. You can see how she's suffering.
I understand. I really do.
Doesn't seem like it.
There are things that didn't make sense, but now are starting to.
Like what?
Well, that's what I'm keen to talk to Janice about.
I'm not happy about this. She doesn't have to talk.
You're not a lawyer as well.
Paralegal.
I do need to ask a few questions, Janice.
It's okay.
I'll stay for support if you like.
Oh, would you? I'd appreciate that.
Remember, you don't have to say anything.
I've been talking to the other staff and children.
Well, right. I'm sure they're saying the same. It's been a nightmare for them as well.
It's not so much what happened on the walk.
Oh. What then?
Are you in a sexual relationship with Carl Moore?
Oh, for heaven's sake, how is this relevant?
It explains why a 10-year-old boy was on a trip with older children.
Does it?
Joey was on the trip as part of a cover story to carry on the affair. Helped convince her husband to let her spend a couple of days away.
This really is not on.
Is it true, Mrs. Carter?
You don't need to answer.
Well,
A boy has drowned.
I know. And I'm heartbroken.
I've spoken to other staff and children. You were hardly discreet.
It's just...
The real reason you were on the trip was to carry on the affair. Sorry about the delay. There's an issue I need to resolve. I won't keep you.
Glad to hear it. My client has been more than helpful in the circumstances.
I want to do all I can.
Are you engaged in a sexual relationship with Janice Carter, Joey's mother?
That's ridiculous.
I don't want Janice to get into trouble.
Mrs. Carter has admitted to the affair.
I didn't know that.
So you are having an affair?
Yes, I am having an affair with Janice. Will she be in trouble?
So the whole trip was designed so that you could carry on a relationship with Janice?
No, not exactly. But I want to say something. If somebody has to take the blame for what happened, It's important.
That's enough. Sorry, I need to consult with my client.
Well, he clearly has something he wants to say.
Not without speaking to me first. Isn't that right, Carl?
Yes, I suppose so. I just want this over.
Do you want to make a statement?
No. I'll speak to Frank.
I'll leave you two to talk. If you do want to make a statement, Carl.
What happened there?
I'll take the blame. I don't want Janice involved. She's suffered enough.
Look, what are you worried about? It's not really got anything to do with the case.
Will she be in trouble with the police?
Adultery is not yet a criminal offence in this country.
But they're suggesting she brought Joey along because of our affair.
The police aren't interested in her as she's committed no criminal offence.
The school?
There are undoubtedly disciplinary issues. But you going to jail won't solve that.
I want it kept quiet.
I see that, but a big confession won't help. It's not a usual case.
In what way?
This case is about establishing your exact role, and put simply, whether it's criminal or just common or garden incompetence.
Right. I suppose. Doesn't sound good either way.
No, but they have a lot to prove. It's hard for them.
I've a partner. Janice is married.
It's beside the point.
Not to us.
This is going to come out, you know.
It will cause such heartbreak.
It's a bit late to start thinking of that now.
I'd so look forward to the break. Not just the... Well, you know, but spending time with Joey, out walking, in the countryside.
Yeah, Frank and I also really look forward to the break. Well, in truth, more me, really.
My husband's not a bad guy.
And then Carl.
Then Carl. And now this.
What was Ben like?
Well, he wouldn't be first choice for hero. Actually, arriving at school was an achievement. He told me he once broke his arm and was glad.
Glad?
Yeah, he enjoyed the attention. Care he received. People noticed him, made a fuss.
Oh, that's awful.
There was something sweet about him, behind the tough exterior. Maggie.
How are you? You must be in pieces.
This is Maggie Turner, school head.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
What's been said about the trip, the school?
The police are doing interviews. I don't know.
Oh, it's on social media. The press will be involved. I need to talk to the investigating officer. You've spoken to the police?
All the staff and pupils have, yeah.
And the school? Regarding the trip, what has been said?
Oh, sorry, but a child has drowned. Janice's son is in hospital, and I rather think the reputation of the school pales somewhat in comparison.
Oh, of course, it's a tragedy, a terrible tragedy. There aren't questions about the school.
Why should there be?
I need to be aware of how the police inquiry is progressing.
And the welfare of the children on the trip? The staff? Janice?
Of course, they're paramount. That goes without saying.
No, try saying it.
Sorry, just who are you?
I'm here offering counselling and support to Janice.
Well, I need to talk to Janice in private.
I'm staying with Janice. She needs someone.
Janice, please.
It's okay, Sarah. Thanks for your help. Look, can we chat again later?
Yeah, of course. I'm here when you need me. Excuse me.
How's Janice?
A mix of overwhelming relief and guilt.
Joey's one lucky boy.
Unlike Ben Coleman, is turning into a very long day.
Yeah, I'm absolutely shattered.
You're doing well to keep going.
Well, remind me again, this was a relaxing break?
Okay, I got that bit wrong. Something like this makes you feel very protective.
Yeah, you just want to wrap them in cotton wool and make them safe.
But we can't.
Sadly, the big wide world beckons.
Soon she'll be going on school trips. Her care and safety in the hands of teachers. Not wishing to be too harsh, but...
Oh, you're not one to pull your punches.
I rather hope they make a better job of it than Carl Moore.
Yeah, it's a frightening thought.
And to show a bit more moral leadership.
Well, I didn't mark you down as the guardian of public morals.
Affairs are one thing. They happen in a work environment.
On a school trip.
It wasn't just common knowledge among the staff, but the kids as well.
Well, Carl's looking down the barrel of a criminal charge.
I know you'll do your best for him, but can't help feeling a successful prosecution would be in the public interest.
Oh, he made a mistake.
It goes beyond that.
Oh, yeah, that's the view of Dave Nichols.
Sorry, but I agree.
It sets a dangerous precedent.
Well, it sends a clear warning to schools and individual teachers.
Oh, it's too harsh. He's not a bad bloke. And he'll suffer enough just living with what he's done.
What are his chances?
I don't know. It looks bad. but there may be some avenues available.
It's a bit mysterious.
Enquiries are being made.
In fact, talking of mysteries, the school head was very strange.
Strange in what way?
Less bothered about a dead child and a school party lost on the hills, more concerned with her and the school's reputation.
Today's events are not exactly going to figure large in the school prospectus.
It was more than that.
Damage limitation?
Maybe. She was certainly in a panic.
Well, it's a difficult and stressful time.
She was certainly stressed.
Talk me through how the school organises school trips.
I'm not an expert. It's not usually my role.
OK, but this just seems to have been so badly planned.
It was all very hastily organised.
We need to... It's tricky to explain. We need to spread responsibility and make clear that it wasn't all down to you.
I think it was.
No, that doesn't help, Carl.
I was the one out there.
But planning wasn't you.
No.
So out there with the weather deteriorating, you had sole responsibility.
Well, I did ring the school head.
Oh? About what?
The weather. The rain. Kids getting soaked.
Her response?
Don't cancel the trip over a bit of rain.
All Maggie seems interested in is the reputation of the school and herself.
I rather got that impression.
You know, it seems...
What?
Oh, I don't know. But almost like she wants Carl to take all the blame.
I thought you'd be delighted.
Well, part of me is, but...
Yeah, you still have feelings for him.
More than that. It's hard for you to believe, perhaps, but Carl is a brilliant teacher.
You're right. That is hard to believe.
He really connects with those kids. He believes in them when everybody else gives up.
Why?
Well, they're problem kids. I mean, many would have been excluded but for Carl.
And that's why he was in charge here?
They wouldn't have dreamed of having a trip with that lot without Carl. They'd have run riot.
An outgoing action man sort who likes sport and physical challenge.
Well, it's more that he has faith in them, and by and large they respond. Certainly compared to how they play up with other teachers.
And now his career could be over.
Maggie and the school have decided to sacrifice him to save themselves. I mean, that's not right.
So why send these kids on a trip?
Well, I'm only a teaching assistant, but...
No, come on, tell me.
Well, kids like them can play havoc with the school's results and league table position.
Oh, they deserve an education along with the brightest and best.
Exactly. And then there's the Ofsted inspection.
Which is when?
Now.
So, the school's having an...
Ofsted inspection, yeah, which is why finding staff for the trip was difficult.
So, again, why have the trip?
Everyone in the staff room knew the real reason.
I don't understand.
Maggie wants the kids away from school while the inspectors are in.
Oh, got it.
Oh, hello. Just waiting for the rain to stop, then I'll make a dash for my car.
I understand you're the head of the school.
For my sins. I'm Maggie Turner.
I'm Frank Twist. I'm representing Carl Moore.
Terrible business. Terrible. How's Carl?
Oh, he's not great. And in some trouble.
I'm sure you'll do your best for him.
Indeed. To that end, perhaps you could help me.
I doubt it. I wasn't out on the hills.
Was it a coincidence that these were problem kids?
We don't have problem kids. They were, perhaps, more challenging.
But a coincidence?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, that challenging children just happened to be out of the school at the time of an Ofsted inspection.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, it seems pretty clear, and was, I gather, common knowledge in the staff room.
I try not to listen to gossip.
Difficult, problem, challenging, unruly, whichever adjective you want, were out of the way when Ofsted showed up.
That's nonsense.
Well, it would explain the poor, in fact, near non-existent planning.
This is ridiculous. The trip was organised long before the inspection was announced.
No. It was last minute. That's why staffing was difficult.
I'm not being interrogated by you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you might want to help a member of your staff facing a possible serious criminal charge.
I have great sympathy with all involved in this terrible tragedy.
You've dashed here anxious to protect yourself and the school.
I'm not continuing this conversation, other than to make one thing clear. Carl was the one out there. He was the one who tried to cross a river in flood. The school can't be blamed for his actions.
Oh, a chance to relax for a moment.
Volunteers certainly seem to be getting in the swing of things.
Yeah, let them. They've earned it.
So have you.
I still have to work, where there is perhaps a glimmer of hope.
Good for you.
I've had an out-of-hours chat with a legal specialist in this whole area.
And he thinks Carl is totally incompetent.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Of course not.
I get the feeling you're not sharing my enthusiasm.
Your finely tuned antenna has not failed you again.
He doesn't deserve jail.
He should be in the dock.
Oh, come on.
Frank, a child is dead.
Accidents happen. Sadly, that's life.
Oh, right.
And don't say what about Frank.
Because...
It's a low blow.
It brings home to you the enormity of what he's done, the shivers it sends down the spine of every parent.
He's entitled to a defence.
I sense you're going to get him off.
I hope to. It's what I do. It's what you do.
This is different.
Oh, why? Hardcore villains have walked because of your legal skills.
They weren't responsible for children.
He was put in an impossible position by the school.
Nobody made him take the kids across the beck.
Nobody gave him the support he needed to make the decision.
Nobody made him have an affair with a colleague and bring her young child along. Did he need support for that?
Well, that's an unfortunate complication.
Oh, wow, master of understatement.
I'm trying to do a good job.
Sorry, but a good job in law is not necessarily serving natural justice.
Well, hopefully the Crown Prosecution Service will chuck this out.
And then Ben. And all the other potential victims like him have been ill-served by your day's work.
That's not fair.
Kids like Ben being shunted out of school because of an Ofsted inspection isn't fair.
No, I agree.
The high achievers were nowhere near a beck in space.
But that's down to the school, not Carl.
Somehow, it's always the kids at the bottom of the pile who seem to get the worst of it.
'Twas ever thus, but it can hardly be laid at Carl's door. My client will not be answering further questions.
That's his right.
However, he will be making a statement.
I'll read it with interest.
I want to give you a heads up because there's someone you need to talk to.
Right.
You don't seem too keen.
Well, I've learnt to be wary of defence briefs bearing gifts.
Oh, even if they're fellow mountain rescue volunteers.
Go on, then.
You see, the kids on this trip have social, emotional and mental health issues, and Carl was responsible for them.
So, what?
He wasn't here for his qualifications in running school trips. He was here because he was the only one who could control the pupils from hell.
Does it matter?
You need to talk to the school head.
Yeah, I know. I've called her into the station.
Ask her about the Ofsted inspection.
Frank, Maggie's coming and she wants to talk to the investigating officer.
Are you D.S. Nichols?
Yes, you must be Maggie Turner.
That's right.
The school head. I need to ask you a few questions.
What about?
Well, how the trip was organised. There are aspects that I need to be clear about.
I'm not sure I can help you.
If you need any legal representation...
No, thank you.
Just a few questions. It won't take a few moments.
Right.
A child is dead on a trip organised by your school.
Of course, I understand.
Well, so if you'd like to come with me.
The difficulty I have is the school's insurers have been contacted.
I see.
They will be retaining an eminent London law firm, which is a specialist in such matters.
Well, that doesn't mean that...
Of course, I want to help as best I can.
But then we can...
I've been instructed to make no comment under any circumstances without a lawyer present.
Well, you've been offered legal representation.
It will be from the insurer's approved list. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, yes. I understand.
Thank you.
Eminent London law firm.
I wonder which coffee tin they'll raid to pay for that.
Well, hopefully it's the one marked funding for school trips.
I'm not often in agreement with police officers, but,
Can I have a word, Frank?
Yeah, sure.
I'll try and grab a coffee.
All right.
Carl Moore can go, pending further investigations.
Right, I'll tell him.
We'll work with HSE from here.
What's the likely outcome?
Off the record, a criminal charge is unlikely.
Well, he'll be relieved about that.
Everything was a shambles.
Yeah, there was clearly a catalogue of failings by the school.
Certainly appears so. Hey.
What?
I've something for you. Hold on. Found it in the hall.
Oh, no, Dave. I'd rather hope that could go or be lost for good.
It does the job.
Oh. OK, thanks. Do you know, I am torn. Because I saw the conditions, and I'm a parent, but...
Well, you don't think it's a crime?
Not one worthy of a manslaughter charge, no.
We agree to disagree. But we both did our jobs.
We did, and it's been a privilege to spend the day with you, Dave. Out there, seeing what you do.
Well, we can probably agree it's ended your enthusiasm for hiking.
Oh, I am rarely in agreement with police officers.
Oh, really?
And I'm not this time.
No?
No, I'm coming back to the Dales. After all, I've got those boots to break in.
Let's get back to a warm bed and our daughter.
Oh, I'd heard rumours Dawn existed, but I've never been keen on confirming them.
What have you got there?
My cuckoo was lost, but now it's found. Oh.
What is it?
Oh, look, they put a Dales Mountain Rescue badge on it.
Oh, that's a really nice touch.
Yeah. Still won't look cool in it, though. So, what do you think? Is Carl a man who deserves to have the full weight of the law dropped on him? Or is he just an ordinary bloke who deserves our understanding, if not exactly sympathy? And if you're a parent... So you see, there are times when the law isn't always black and white, and the line is easier to cross than you may think. Give me career criminals going about their dishonest business every time. I know where I stand with them.
Frank was played by David Schofield, Sarah Kathryn Hunt, and Dave Jason Doan. Janice was Kate Coogan, Maggie Emma Gregory, and Carl Martin Wenner. Brief Lives was created by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly and written by Michael Livesey. It was a BBC Radio Drama North production, directed by Gary Brown.
We all aspire to be bougie now. And for those of you so profoundly out of touch with the modern idiom, let's just say we're all a bunch of wannabe, upwardly mobile bourgeois types. And don't we feel different when we get there? It's all avocado toast and awfully distressed leather sofas from the 70s in the sunlit uplands. Life seems worth living. My name is Frank Twist, and if you ever have the misfortune to be arrested in England's sunny northwest, there's a fair chance that either me, Miss Sarah Gold, or another of my team of legal advisors will be looking after your interests. But you know me, I'm never one to get political here, but we are shaped by our environment. However, once we have achieved full bougie status, none of that past stuff matters at all, does it?
Brief Lives by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly.
And the school's got a broader intake. Teaching is very strong. I like the uniform.
Gong.
Sorry?
I'm banging the gong. You've done 10 minutes.
What's he on about, Sarah?
Strict 10-minute rule.
No, we agreed a rule.
What's the rule?
No discussion of profoundly bourgeois concerns will last longer than 10 minutes.
Bourgeois concerns?
Secondary school admissions.
House prices.
The availability of organic food in the local shops.
Oh, what does that leave?
Football. Music.
Politics. Sex.
So, is this the secret to rekindling a relationship?
Restricting topics of conversation. It is.
And how is the kindling doing?
It's bone dry.
It can burst into flames when confronted with the tiniest spark.
This sounds good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because you two are my inspiration.
Oh, not you as well.
Oh, you had to get back together. You provided hope.
Against all reason.
Oh, thanks, babe.
So what am I allowed to talk about?
I've given you the list.
Oh, yeah. Football. That's the one where they get paid millions of pounds for kicking a piece of leather.
The fellas get paid the millions, the women do it for the love of the game.
Same old, same old.
So we can do music. I'm mainly into old school hip hop and micro house at the moment.
Oh, sounds groovy.
Politics, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, what a scream.
Sex?
Oh, I want to scream.
Oh, shame.
Going through a rough patch. I can talk work.
How is it?
Relentless. You spend so much time trying to secure funding, you don't have enough time to do the actual work.
Sounds familiar.
But we've got another 6 months. No extra money coming in, though.
While youth crime rates go through the ceiling.
But Frank, didn't you know? That has nothing to do with cuts in resources. Oh, so they tell me.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a big upturn in crime involving young women.
As victims?
As perpetrators. The centre's working with groups of teenage girls, trying to dig them out the gangs.
Yeah, how's that going?
Some successes. It's the usual thing, you know. You have to show them attractive alternatives.
Red or white?
I'm off the drink at the moment. Brought a bottle of elderflower cordial, suitably bourgeois.
Bingo.
Full-on job.
Oh, you know what it's like. There's only 3 full-time members of staff, me and 2 other youth workers. We rely on volunteers. I'm doing 14-hour days. Like, basically, never have time for a life.
And what are the girls like?
Your clients, Frank. Damaged, angry, directionless.
I guess the gang sort out the directionless bit.
That's about it. Gives them a reason to live, a community.
Some money.
That too. Most of them don't think they can do anything with their lives.
Low self-esteem.
All that.
It's not just girls who suffer low self-esteem, you know.
Oh, you're talking about yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, not Frank. He carries a heavy burden of self-belief. Weighs us both down sometimes.
You see? I have to deal with this sort of thing all the time. I'm a sensitive person.
I know, you bruise easy.
So we've set up a new group called Get Real Girl.
Great.
Well, it's about trying to persuade girls who are stuck in gang situations to choose a way out. Oh, here we go. Excuse me a minute. This could be a work thing.
Bruise easy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I hurt your feelings?
Yes.
I know. You're a sensitive little elderflower, really. Now, go and have a look at the food.
So cold.
Oh, deal with it. She's a vegetarian.
I'm not.
We know that.
No, I mean, she wouldn't serve me a sirloin steak, would she?
False equivalent. We've been over this.
75 blooming minutes chopping vegetables.
We all know about you and your chopper, and we're very impressed.
Sorry about that. Frank, how much wine have you had?
Isabel, now, I'm fine with you giving up the booze, but I still drink.
How much have you had?
Exactly 3 sips and a gulp.
Good. Don't have any more.
Oh, if this is step 1 of the plan, I don't like it.
That was a colleague of mine. 2 of the girls in my scheme have been arrested.
Well, we can find someone to look after them.
It's just that they're quite tricky characters.
Oh, don't worry, most of our clients are.
I'd really like to brief people I know.
People?
We think they'll need separate representation. She's texting me further details.
What are they under arrest for?
Section 18 assault. Oh.
GBH with intent, serious.
Yeah.
They'll hold him over and deal with him in the morning.
They say they want to make a start tonight.
Right.
I was just thinking that with Franny on a sleepover, I was just wondering, would you consider...
Yeah, OK, why not? I'll call Emma.
Whoa. The thing is, I've done baked Dakos.
What's Dakos?
It's a Cretan meze, and if we don't eat it, we'll end up with a Cretan mess.
We could take it with us, picnic.
Oh, now that's not quite the evening I had in mind.
Oh, it means so much to me if you could do this.
OK, which police station is it?
Morecambe.
Morecambe?
It can be lovely at this time of year.
Lucky I packed my bikini.
If this gets much worse, I think we'll have to abandon ship and swim there.
Thanks for the loan of the jacket, Frank.
Oh, the jackets. Oh, those leathers. They've seen some life. Right back to the punk rock days.
Oh, I'll wear it with pride.
Who exactly have we got, Isabel?
First one's Jasmine Brown. She's 18, going on 35.
Did you speak to her on the phone?
They wouldn't bring her out.
Aye, why not?
The policeman said she got very verbal and was lashing out.
Oh, this night has got everything.
Yep. How's now?
What do you mean?
Just past the Morecambe turn-off.
Oh, why didn't you say something?
I thought you'd seen it. Why don't you turn the sat-nav on?
2 women telling me what to do is quite sufficient.
And what is our second lovely contestant called?
Caitlin Jackson. She's 17.
She'll need an appropriate adult.
That'll be me.
Right.
Don't really want to use the local volunteers. These girls need someone who knows where they're coming from.
Hold up. Oh, thank you. See that sign? Next left for the Nick. Right, well, I'll drop you 2 outside and then I'll find somewhere to park.
Excuse me, mate. You got a light?
Part of the kit.
Thanks. You police?
Do I look like police?
Maybe. Can't always tell these days.
Nah, I'm a brief.
Right. I've got some friends in the cells.
Oh, right.
One's 17. Needs someone to look after her.
Appropriate adult?
Yeah, that's it.
Who are you there for?
Caitlin. She's the one who's 17. I can do the adult thing.
I'll see what's happening, but, you know, I think we're sorted for an appropriate...
Just tell her Reese says not to stress.
OK. I think I'd better get down there.
Caitlin Jackson. She's got the mouth of a docker after 10 pints.
Oh, she's 17.
Yes.
We sorted out an appropriate adult.
Is that Reese Francis?
What? Oh, you mean the fellow out front?
Yeah, now you're here. I was going to bring him down to do rights and entitlements.
No, it's all right. We brought an appropriate adult with us.
Isabel Samuels, a youth worker?
She's on the bench in custody.
Well, if Miss Jackson is happy with her, we'll use her.
Has Caitlin said anything?
Mainly obscenities.
I've got you.
Not surprising, though, is it? Typical SMB.
SMB?
Salford Mole Bitches.
Sorry, officer?
Oh, that's the name of the gang. The Salford Mole Bitches.
Ah.
Seen the tags round here over the last few months. Jasmine Brown's got it tattooed on her neck.
So, we're looking at a Section 18 assault?
Joint enterprise.
Got a victim statement?
We will have.
Will have?
She's in hospital, Mr. Twist.
How is she?
Injury's not life-threatening, if that's what you're worried about, but it was a nasty assault.
Victim's name?
Amy Taylor.
Known to police?
No. Nice enough kid. Doing well at school. Stable family. Mum's a teacher.
Evidence against our clients?
Very powerful. We've got camera phone footage. High production values. Bit of a horror film.
So the attack was recorded?
Yes.
Are we going to be able to view that?
If you want to. Amy's mother showed it to us. It's not exactly Toy Story 2.
We'll need to see it.
Is there any suggestions as to what prompted the attack?
If you look at one of these girls wrong, they'll knock your teeth out. They're totally out of control. Full disclosure.
Sure.
Here's Jasmine Brown's previous.
And Caitlin?
Nothing. Of good character.
You sure?
Double check, she's got nothing.
OK.
Surprised me too. This is a vicious attack by two dangerous young women.
Well, there are usually two sides to these sorts of situations.
Get back to me on that after you've seen the footage.
Who recorded it?
Well, we're assuming it's one of the SMB. Recorded on a burner phone, then uploaded.
Right.
And I've already watched it more than I want to. You press that key to play.
Are you ready for showtime?
Go on then. Just give me a moment.
I mean, I've seen a few.
Yeah, but wait, I just need to...
Is it because the female?
I don't know, wow, just so brutal.
Yeah, I take it there are no issues with identification.
Doubt it, both faces in big fat close-up.
Jasmine in the grey hoodie?
That's what the officer said, Caitlin in the red coat.
Well, it's Jasmine doing the damage.
Doesn't make much difference, joint enterprise.
There's nothing to show how it started.
Will that matter?
Probably not. Right, which one do you want to take?
Oh, neither.
You've got to pick one.
Jasmine.
Oh, you sure? She looks pretty off the leash.
I think she may respond better to a woman.
She didn't on the footage.
I'll take Jasmine, you have Caitlin.
We just need to sort out the appropriate adult thing.
What thing? I'm Caitlin's appropriate adult.
Oh, there was this Reese Francis fella?
No way.
Well, you seem to think he'd be filling the role.
Absolutely not. Inappropriate in every way.
Friend of yours, then, eh?
Seriously, he must not be allowed in there with her.
All right, fine. But at the end of the day, it's sort of her call.
Don't worry. Let me have a little word.
OK.
Do you mind if I speak to her privately first?
No, I think you should.
Give me a minute.
Sometimes you gotta do stuff.
What does that mean, Jasmine?
You need to represent.
By carrying out a serious assault?
Not that serious.
I saw the footage.
Girl's still alive, she's breathing.
Why did this happen?
You ain't gonna understand.
Were you provoked in some way? Is this some kind of initiation thing?
Say what?
Gang initiation.
You serious? You think I have to do some initiation nonsense? You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, tell me then. What was this all about?
Stuff happens, doesn't it?
A hospitalised teenage girl, that's not just stuff happens.
Lady, are you here to represent me?
Yes.
Because it seems to me you've got an attitude. You look at me and you think you know me.
How can I know you?
You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me, so don't make assumptions, you get me?
We need to talk about what happened with Amy Taylor.
She didn't understand nothing. That's why she had to learn a lesson.
Is that what you were doing? Teaching her a lesson?
Yeah. I'm a teacher. Teaching that little girl some respect.
So, this is Frank Twist. OK. Frank is the best there is. Right. And is a personal friend of mine. You can trust him.
You know I've done nothing wrong. I don't need a lawyer.
You do, Caitlin.
Everything you say to Frank is confidential.
I get that.
Isabel, I'll need to consult privately with Caitlin.
Of course. I won't be far away.
This is going to be sorted, Isabel.
Don't worry. It will be.
Right. Shall we start again? I'm Frank.
I'll be out of here soon.
Yeah, maybe.
I will, though.
You've given an address in Salford, is that right?
Yeah.
Who do you live with?
Mum, my little brothers.
And what brought you up to Morecambe?
Day out.
To do what?
To have a laugh.
Did you have a laugh?
No. She said we'd have a day out by the seaside.
She?
Jasmine.
Ah, is Jasmine a good friend of yours?
Sort of.
Has Isabel told you what the police are saying?
Yeah.
About the video clip?
Yeah.
Who uploaded it?
I don't know.
You?
Why would I do that?
Just asking.
Well, I didn't.
Okay. Who were the other girls there?
Don't know.
Oh, come on, Caitlin.
I ain't got a list of names for you.
Are you a member of the gang?
What gang?
SMB.
I know girls in the SMB.
But you're not a member.
Listen, you think they got little membership cards or something?
Jasmine's got a tattoo.
Well, that's not me.
Why was Amy attacked?
I don't know. Sometimes you have to get up in someone's face. Show some boundaries.
Ah, we're talking gang initiation?
No. I done nothing. You saw the video. Ask Jasmine.
You were there, and I'm representing you. The video shows the assault on Amy. It doesn't show any lead-up.
I wasn't involved. I'm not the one the police should be talking to.
But you were with the group.
Yes.
So why not get involved?
Reasons.
OK, now we need to go over your record.
Why?
I want to make sure it's accurate.
OK.
Right, you've got one conviction for common assault and one for ABH.
Just stupidness, you know.
And there's one for drug supply.
Yeah.
How old were you?
15.
You were convicted with another person on that occasion, adult male.
We was a little team.
You were a child.
Not really. I grew up quick. Used to work for him.
Selling drugs?
Sometimes. I was a sweet thing. I always knew how to make money. You know what I mean?
What sort of work are we talking about?
Listen, missus, I want to go home.
I don't think that's...
I said I want to go home.
Jasmine,
I want to get out of here. I ain't calming down for you.
She's not saying much.
Does she have to say much? Doesn't the video clip show Jasmine as the person doing all the damage?
Yeah, but there's still the whole joint enterprise issue. I think she may have to give an account of herself.
Well, let me have another word with her. I'm sure everything will be all right.
Don't bank on it.
You wanted a word, Mr. Twist?
So, I've got here a 17-year-old client with no previous.
What are you after?
Oh, just testing the water. How about overnight bail? She could return in the morning for interview.
Strong objections from me.
Why?
Serious assault, suspects outstanding, fear of collusion. Shall I go on?
Don't bother.
Someone wants to talk to you in the front office. And I'll take you to Caitlin, miss.
Been hanging about here ages. You taking me down now?
You are?
We're going to do the appropriate adult thing now.
Oh, that's all sorted out.
Like how?
Well, we've got one for her.
Nah, I didn't agree to that.
Oh, it's not up to you, mate.
She got in there with her?
Don't worry, they know what they're doing.
But who is it?
Confidential.
So when are they coming out?
Not tonight.
That's not good, man. What are they saying down there?
The police?
No, the girls.
You know I can't tell you that.
But I'm close with them. They'll be fine with me knowing...
Well, it's all private, that's the rules. I'll head back down.
You duty?
No. Recommended by contact.
Where you from?
Manchester.
Good. Never take a local brief. Gets a bit too friendly, if you know what I mean.
What's your relationship to these girls?
What do you mean by that?
What brought you down here? Who got in touch with you?
Listen, man, I've got my own confidentiality thing going on.
Ah, is that right?
I'm pleading the fifth on that one, if you know what I mean. Just make sure them girls get out.
Frank, can I have a word?
I'll tell Caitlin you asked after the race. Sarah, step outside for a minute.
Oh, who's that?
Caitlin's boyfriend, I think.
OK.
So, what's happening?
Client not keen to share much with me.
No, me neither. This is going over to tomorrow.
Yep.
So, what do we do?
Do you fancy a drive back in this?
Oh, not much.
Could stay over.
Legal aid board paying for that.
You're joking.
Oh, Franny.
I've spoken to Emma. Franny can stay with them tomorrow, and Isabel's up for staying over.
Okay.
I found a place with available rooms.
Have you? Oh, great. Hey, what's it like?
Oh, what is that smell?
1976.
It says here it was opened 30 years ago by a couple who used to do the pantomime here.
Funny name for a boarding house.
It's actually called Widow Twanky's. The T fell off the sign over the entrance.
He said we could use the bar.
What is that?
Cinzano Bianco.
You really have walked into a hole in the space-time continuum. Hey, whoa, I thought you said you were off the booze.
Oh, you know what they say. What happens in Morecambe? How was Jasmine?
Charm personified.
Try that.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that is something.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, what do you know about this Rhys Francis?
He's a thug.
What's his interest?
His products and his sales team.
Are the girls working for him?
Yeah.
We're looking at a prostitution racket?
Drugs. Francis has a little stable running Class A out of Manchester and down to places like this.
How do you know about all this?
The girls have talked to me.
Are police aware of this?
I should think so.
Has Francis been arrested at all?
Not as far as I know. He doesn't take the risks.
There were no drugs found on the girls when they were arrested.
True.
We need to focus on the assault. Evidence against Caitlin is limited. She's not really active in the video footage.
Good.
So she might be able to walk away.
And Jasmine?
She's in serious trouble. The video shows a vicious, unprovoked attack by her.
And that's the defence brief talking.
Yeah, it's grim viewing. Isabel, she's offering no defence. I'm tempted to advise her to admit it now, but she'll make such a bad impression in interview.
Why?
She's pure aggression, no hint of remorse.
I've never seen her like that.
Look, I know you try and do your best with these girls, but Jasmine's off the scale. Have you got any background on her?
In and out of residential care, father unknown.
What about Caitlin? What's her story?
Oh, relatively stable compared to a lot of the girls.
A bit of a cold fish. Doesn't seem that worried about being arrested.
Maybe she thinks she's in the clear.
I suppose. I'm not sure she's right about that. What did Caitlin say to you?
Nothing much.
Nothing at all?
Just that she was innocent and wanted to go home.
Right.
I think the cell at the Nick was a shade more welcoming.
And it had an ensuite. I think we may have to slop out.
Oh, you really know how to get a girl in the mood.
Weren't you in the mood?
Oh, in your dreams, pal.
Oh! And they actually are. That's extraordinary.
Please tell me you're not looking for bedbugs.
When I was on the road with a band, we checked into a gaff like this. The first thing you did was the bedding test. This one fails.
What are you on about?
Nylon sheets, the devil's work.
What's wrong with them?
One false move and the static can create a firestorm in the bed.
You're all talk.
I had no idea they still existed.
Could be a first for me.
And a last. Oh, look at this place. It's like IKEA never happened.
Do you think it's meant to be retro?
I'm beginning to think I'm the retro one.
Where's the loo?
No, it's third on the right down the hall.
Oh.
And make sure your whistle while it works. Dodgy lock.
You look strangely at home here.
Ah, it's comforting. I get it. Unlike...
Unlike what?
No, forget it. Forget it. I don't want to talk about work.
No, unlike what?
I don't know, sir. These girls today.
What about them?
I just can't get a handle on them. I don't get them.
Because they're girls?
No, I don't think so. I used to look after some right iffy birds. Check counters, shoplifters, clippers, but this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's certainly full on.
Oh, it's not that. I understand a fellow with his sawn off at the counter of a bank.
Now you're really going back.
Am I just too out of touch to be looking after this sort of client?
I don't think so.
Teenage girls attacking another kid, almost killing her.
Thing is, they don't trust anybody. Can't get through to them.
Impossible. Right, come on. I'll take the wind aside and you put the kettle on.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's the old days for you. Back in the 70s, we used to go to bed hungry.
You could have taken us out to a late dinner.
The wimpy bar was long closed. I'm sorry.
What happened to your Cretan mess?
Oh, I polished that off outside the police station.
Oh, Frank.
I could try a daring raid on the kitchen.
That's a thought.
There is bound to be some angel delight lurking down there.
What are you doing here, Mr. Francis?
I care about my girls.
They're not your girls.
I know
How
you.
did you know that we were here?
Morecambe's a small town. Just making sure my Making sure Caitlin and Jasmine are okay.
Listen, we really do.
I want them out this morning.
They're under arrest for a serious allegation.
It's nothing to do with you.
We need to go.
You know what? You're the problem.
Me?
You're always messing with them girls' heads, telling them stupid things. What are you doing here?
This is no business of yours.
That's where you're wrong. Don't stick your nose in where it don't belong.
Don't threaten my colleague.
I'm not threatening. Just saying. You understand?
That's the police station. They're ready for us.
Okay, Jasmine, I need your version of events.
Version of events?
Yes.
I know you don't believe me.
You're saying that this girl Amy started it.
If that's what you say.
Is that what you're saying?
I guess.
Is this about county lines?
Don't know what that means.
I think you do.
Think what you like.
During the incident on the video, one of the girls shouted out "Rotto." What does that mean?
It's nothing.
No, what's Rotto?
It's what they call me on the street.
Right.
Short for Rottweiler. You should see your face.
And you shouted at Amy to get off your patch.
Did I?
I'm assuming this is about drugs. Was Amy Taylor dealing on your patch?
Why does it matter?
You tell me.
No comment.
Okay. Tell me a bit about your family.
We're doing background now, is it?
It helps if I get to know you a bit.
How helps?
Helps me to understand you.
You'd never understand me.
What was the situation at home? Parents? Siblings?
Here we go. Busybody time. They always ask the same questions.
Sorry, who are they?
Them people. People like you. Social workers, therapists, fools.
And you've had lots of dealings with them?
All the time.
Why?
Oh, gosh. I wonder why that was.
Jasmine, nobody has a perfect family.
Bet you did, bitch.
What did you say?
I don't know nothing about perfect family. Never knew my dad. My mum, she wasn't interested in me.
Is that true?
Yes, it is. Taking care of a business.
And what was that?
Men and Brown. That was her interest.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
Look, I can't understand what you've been through.
No, you can't, so stop pretending. Look at you, then look at me.
Lots of us grew up in dysfunctional families.
You're going to tell me how you came back from your posh school and your mummy is banging up some heroin at tea time?
No, of course I'm not.
Because that was my reality, you get me?
Yes, and I'm sorry.
Stop saying sorry, we're different, simple.
Alcohol was my mother's drug of choice.
Oh, hardcore. Too many gin and tonics before dinner, was it?
Jasmine, I'm not for 1 minute saying my childhood was anywhere near as difficult as yours. Of course it wasn't. But I do have some understanding. My mother wasn't the least bit interested in me.
Did she beat you with a hairbrush?
Once or twice.
Did she stub cigarettes out on you?
No.
You lived.
My mother's weapon was days of silence, not speaking at all. Sometimes went on for weeks.
Treating you like you weren't there.
Listen, I shouldn't have said anything. You're not interested in me.
How did that make you feel? When she didn't talk to you?
Like I was nothing. Always in the wrong. Unloved.
That's it. That's what gets you when you're a kid. Total lack of interest. But you turned out good. A lot better than me.
Well, I had a lot of things going for me. We were comfortably off.
Rich, you mean?
Yeah, we had money.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, I was privileged.
And you never went into care?
No, although I was farmed out to a boarding school.
Oh, that ain't the same.
Yeah, I know that, Jasmine. I've had lots of clients from the care system.
It was foster homes. That was too much trouble. So care homes, and then I got to be 16.
And you were on your own?
Caitlin's mum took me in. Slept on a sofa.
Are you and Caitlin close?
Yeah. You could say that. Her family's all that's left of mine.
And your mother?
In the ground.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. She was nothing to me.
She was your mother?
Not really. I've got family now.
Who's that?
My girls in the SMB. They look after me.
Yes?
Can I have a word, Miss Gold?
Do you think the police are going to rely on this?
It's their victim's statement. Of course they are.
Right.
Amy Taylor is very clear.
But Caitlin is the ringleader. Does that make any sense?
Amy seems to be saying that Caitlin kicked it off.
And Jasmine finished it.
can that be right?
Don't ask me. It's not like Caitlyn's been very talkative.
Oh, you two, have you read it?
Yeah, he served a copy on me 5 minutes ago.
Rose your client right into it.
I do get that.
Has your client said anything about why she'd want Amy Taylor attacked?
No. Jasmine talking at all?
Yeah, quite a bit, but as soon as we get onto the assault, she clams up.
Yeah, it's not surprising, I suppose.
I get the impression she's more worried about your client than herself. Got any explanation for that, Isabel?
Why would I?
Just, you know the girls so well.
Yeah, sure, but I can't read the minds.
Fair enough. I need to talk to Jasmine about this statement. Does change things.
I better break the news to Caitlyn. She needs to know the victim has stuck her right in the middle of this.
I'll come with you.
I'd rather do this one on my own.
Why?
It's good practice, Isabel, nothing personal. I chased mums and dads out of the consultation room too. You going to get that?
I'll call them back.
OK, the victim's statement is clear, Jasmine. She says Caitlyn wanted her hurt.
She says.
She does. And she says Caitlyn ordered you to start attacking her.
No one orders me.
What's it all about? Hey? Drugs? Territory? Was Amy dealing on your patch? OK, what has Rhys Francis got to do with all this?
Nothing. What are you talking about him for?
Because he's hanging around outside. Seems very interested in you girls.
He's just concerned.
About his workers?
Don't know what you mean. He's got nothing to do with this.
Don't worry about me, Frank. I'm going to be out of here soon.
I don't think so.
I will be.
It doesn't work like that. Police can run with joint enterprise now. The victim's statement says you instigated the attack. They got you at the scene on the video.
I didn't lay a finger on that girl. That was Jasmine who done her.
So much for the SMB girl code.
Just saying what happened.
Well, in that case...
You can't touch me, Frank.
You may have to give an account in interview.
No. If I'm interviewed, it's no comment.
Caitlyn, that may not work in a case like this. The victim's statement is...
Mr. Twist?
Not quite ready for interview, officer.
No interview taking place.
Oh?
Your client is to be released without charge.
Right. Why?
You'd have to ask someone far more senior than me, sir.
OK.
I'll sort out your client's paperwork.
Wow.
Keep the faith in it.
You see, what I don't understand is why did Caitlyn hang back? Are you the enforcer or something?
You just don't get it.
Yeah, you're right, I don't. Caitlyn tells you to assault a girl and just watches. What's it all about?
It's things.
What sort of things? Pecking order?
What's that?
Is Caitlyn more senior in the gang?
It's not like that.
Jasmine, help me here, because you will pay the price for something Caitlyn started.
I'm telling you, Sarah, leave it, all right?
I thought we were going. What are we waiting for?
It's just getting your property. What just happened there?
Told you I'd be all right.
I've been doing this job for 25 years and I've only had that happen twice before.
3 times lucky, I guess.
Both the other times it turned out my clients were police informers.
I don't know about that.
Don't you?
What do you want me to say?
You're a child.
I'm all grown up.
Look, what sort of information do they want out of you?
I don't want to talk about this.
You get your old friend to do your dirty work and you know that you will walk away.
Is that what she is? You talking about Jasmine?
Yes.
Old friend? I don't think so.
Oh, I thought the girls of the SMB were meant to stick together.
That's what I thought too. I keep you waiting so long here.
You do get that you're being used.
I want to go now.
The bigger dealers are using you. Police are using you.
Who's using who? We're all users. That's the world.
Is that right?
You're using me. Without people like me, you ain't got no job.
You can look at it like that.
Like I said, who is using who? Can you get them to hurry up, man? I want out of this hole.
If Isabel knew about this.
Isabel? She knows everything.
What did you think you were doing, not telling me about Caitlyn?
Where is she?
She's waiting for her property, so why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
Oh, Isabel. She's a police informant, isn't she?
What makes you say that?
Oh, years of experience, and she says that you know all about it.
Does she really?
Yes, Isabel, she does.
Right. Look, Frank, the police said the fewer people knew, the safer it was.
I'm a brief. So you're okay with a juvenile acting as a police informant?
Let's talk about this another time. Emotions are running high.
Oh, you bet they are.
She told me in confidence, Frank.
Don't give me that.
You never stop talking about confidentiality. I respected it.
And it changes everything. You should have told me.
How could I?
Right, there's a whole conflict of interest problem.
How?
It's obvious. You've got two clients here.
Oh, they're not exactly clients.
Yes, they are. And one of them might be grassing up the other to the police. I mean, what on earth were you thinking of?
I wasn't making the decisions.
Why did you let Caitlin do it?
I wasn't meant to stop her.
I thought you had the magic touch with these girls.
I never said
but
that.
But you've got influence over them. Why didn't you use it?
I tried.
Yeah, well, not hard enough.
Don't bully me, Frank.
I'm not.
You are.
Oh. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. I mean, did you think it was a good idea for a 17-year-old to go on the police payroll as an informant?
Not really.
Huh. Not really?
No, I didn't.
So why didn't you talk to the police about it and try to stop it?
I talked to an officer.
And?
He was very persuasive.
Isabel, sometimes it's our job to stand up to persuasive coppers.
I'm sorry.
And I've just realised that call earlier, it was Caitlin's police handler, wasn't it? Eh? And you let them know she'd been nicked.
I messaged him, he called back. I told him about the victim, which put Caitlin right in it.
And then he's called. Well, all right, at the end of the day, I suppose it's Caitlin's decision to be an informant.
I should have done more. I just couldn't. She told me in confidence.
Well, we are where we are.
Why does my heart always sink when I hear that phrase?
Mine too.
Listen, if I've got to take a plea, I'll take a plea.
And that's it. Jasmine.
What do you want me to say? It's all down to me.
But Caitlin was...
I owe her.
What, for her family taking you in?
That as well. My fault, guilty. Leave it at that.
Do you want to go to prison?
Why not? Lots of my people in there already.
Have you ever done serious time?
I've done remand. It's easy.
You need to be very careful, Caitlin.
I get that.
Hey, you're out.
Yeah, baby. Good to see you.
Where's Jasmine?
I don't know. Looks like they might be keeping her in.
What's happening with her?
Jasmine's likely to be charged.
But not you, Caitlin.
I didn't do nothing. You know what Rotto's like? She went crazy on the girl.
Right.
You got the car, baby?
What's going on?
I told you.
That's not what Jasmine said.
When did you talk to Jasmine?
Jasmine done the right thing. When she got nicked, she used her phone call to ring me.
She did?
Not you. You rang that busybody woman. Didn't call me.
Listen, pals, can you just...
I'm sorry, I just thought...
Nah, back off a sec, yeah? Jasmine said you set up the fight.
That Amy girl was bad for business.
Caitlin, I think you need to make
Nah, so you start a fight and then you film Jasmine attacking the girl.
You keep talking about Jasmine, baby.
And then you put it up online. What are you doing? You got Jasmine charged.
It's all Jasmine with you now. Jasmine this, Jasmine that.
Hey, Caitlin, can't...
I found out, Reese, about you and Jasmine creeping around. You going behind my back with her. I thought we was together.
We was.
But you're on Jasmine now. That's right, innit?
What have you been doing, girl?
You and Jasmine. You messed around, I'll mess you around.
Right. Jasmine, it has to be no comment in interview. I'll take you through the procedure. Once the audio is on, we'll introduce ourselves and... Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. I just need to respond to this.
Where are you going?
My colleague needs a quick word.
Caitlin's brief?
Yeah.
Tell him to tell her it's all cool.
Is it?
Tell her I understand.
OK. Won't be long. Oh.
You look frayed.
Thank you. Seen you looking prettier.
How's it going?
I've got a client in kamikaze mode.
Thought you might.
She's incredible, Frank, even though the victim statement makes it clear your client was misleading mine, even though it seems obvious that the assault was all Caitlin's idea, Jasmine still seems desperate to take the full blame.
2 words about that. Reese Francis.
Reese Francis, but he's Caitlin's boyfriend.
That's what we all thought.
Oh, I see. Oh, how are you getting on?
Oh, I'm on my way out.
You're leaving the Nick?
Oh, yeah.
Sacked you, has she?
No.
You're withdrawing?
No, they're releasing Caitlin. No further action.
What?
I know.
But Amy's statement puts Caitlin right in the middle of it. What's going on?
Can't tell you.
But you know.
Yeah.
Oh, help me here, Frank.
Well, have a think. Why might a police officer feel obliged to release a suspect in spite of powerful evidence against her?
Oh.
Yeah. So if you want to know more, ask Isabel, eh?
Oh, right. Right. Thanks for the heads up.
And I'll see you later. I could use some fresh air.
Isabel, wait. Sarah, I'm heading off.
Where are you going?
There's a minicab office round the corner.
Oh, you don't want to go back with us?
Well, you're still busy.
Yeah.
I thought Caitlin and I could get a cab back. She's upset. She's in the loo. What do you want?
Frank told me.
Oh. He told you everything?
He is my partner.
In more ways than one?
Exactly.
But I never wanted her to be an informant.
Of course not.
But I can't talk now. Caitlin will be here.
Isabel, you should have told me.
I couldn't.
Surely it was your job to stop her.
I know.
It can't be right for some kid to be feeding information to the police. Apart from anything else, how reliable is she?
She isn't.
And it puts her in such a place of danger.
I tried everything I could to stop it.
But you didn't.
But she was arrested with a quantity of crack about 6 months ago. The police were threatening to pursue her for intent to supply. It was suggested that if she could help the police, she'd simply be done for possession.
But she's got no previous at all.
She agreed to help, and the whole case mysteriously disappeared.
But you could still have stopped it.
No.
You should have gone to a senior police officer.
That wasn't an option.
You could have come to me or Frank. We'd have helped.
I was in a corner.
What sort of corner?
But I need to try and sort this cab out.
Isabel, what sort of corner?
Caitlin's police handler, he's got something on me.
What?
When I was 19, I was convicted of a street robbery. When I went into youth work, I didn't mention the conviction on my CRB. I used an old name.
And Caitlin's police handler found out about this?
Caitlin told me.
Caitlin knew?
Well, I talked to her about it. I was somebody who'd turned my life around.
And she told her handler about this?
Yep.
And what's he done about it?
Nothing. But he said if I made complaints about Caitlin being an informant, the truth about me had come out.
Oh, he's blackmailing you.
No, I'm sorry, Sarah. I love working with these kids, and I think I'm really helping them.
And I still don't get what's happening between Jasmine and Caitlin.
Oh, Jasmine's been seeing Reese. Caitlin found out, so she set the thing up, tells Jasmine to assault Amy Taylor, films it, Jasmine will go down, she and Reese will ride off into the sunset.
Does Reese see it like that?
There's no chance. I have a nasty feeling that Reese has worked out why Caitlin is walking today. Only a police informant could find a way out of this. But there's Caitlin. I need to get that cab.
Why are you talking to Jasmine's brief?
She's an old friend.
Let's go.
Yeah, I need to get back to the police station.
We'll talk.
I got a message for you. You know what happens to grasses? You're gonna melt, bitch.
It's acid! It's acid! Get your tops off! Get your tops off now! Water! Someone, please! We need water now!
So?
Well, your leather jacket is trashed.
But nothing hit her skin.
Tiny drop on her hand.
And Caitlin?
Missed her completely.
Oh, that jacket. You know, it survived the Sex Pistols, the Free Trade. Oh.
We'll give it a decent burial.
But he's bailed Jasmine. They're not looking for the motorcyclist and his mate. Did you get a look at them?
No, black visors pulled down. Could have been anybody.
Reese Francis?
Oh, he wouldn't be so stupid as to do it himself.
Well, they do seem to think they're untouchable.
We all do when we're young.
And then something comes back to haunt you and muck things up.
Poor Isabel.
Yeah.
Well, these kids can't even trust each other.
The whole honour among thieves thing was always a bit of a myth.
Yeah, sure, but sometimes it feels like the rules have changed.
Not mine.
Well, I wasn't talking about our rules, I was talking about theirs.
Oh.
Well, maybe if the client's rules change, so do ours.
I have to keep doing the job the way I know how.
How's that?
Minimising damage to them on the day. That's what I do.
No bigger picture?
No, I get a bit overwhelmed by big pictures. I prefer a nice little postcard. Yes, I know. No one sends postcards anymore. They died along with long discursive telephone calls and a new musical express. And now, even my antique leather jacket has gone. Roll on, the bougie revolution. Put your past behind you. Reinvent yourself. But we can't all do that. Sometimes there's something in our past lurking in the shadows, ready to disfigure our version of who we have become. And for others, well, there seems no decent way out of those shadows. In fact, the alternatives to the shadows may not be attractive to all. Not everyone likes avocado toast. Look at me. I do have a couple of fancy suits hanging up in my wardrobe, but I always felt most comfortable in the creaking security of that beaten-up old leather biker jacket.
Frank was played by David Schofield, Sarah by Kathryn Hunt, and Isabel by Danielle Henry. Reese was played by David Judge, Jasmine by Shadi Malone, Caitlin by Anna Jobate, and DC Evans by David Corden. Brief Lives was written by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly, and it was a Radio Drama North production directed by Gary Brown.
I've been doing this gig for a long time now. Sort of a public service, I suppose. The kind that everybody hopes they won't ever have to take advantage of. Why do I do it? Well, I earn a living at it, sort of. And if it gives me the chance to fight the corner for the little guy against the machine, then that's a bonus. My name is Frank Twist, and if you ever have the misfortune to be arrested in England's sunny northwest, there's a fair chance that either me, Miss Sarah Gold, or another of my team of legal advisors will be looking after your interests. But make sure you never confuse me with someone who does good. I do my job to the best of my ability, pure and simple. Pure and simple? No, I don't believe that either.
Brief Lives by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly.
Bowl of porridge?
No.
You always tell me I should have something hot inside me before I go out.
I don't want anything to eat.
Seriously, Grumpy?
I'm not grumpy. I'm undergoing an existential crisis.
Oh, well, get you, the Jean-Paul Sartre of the Manchester custody suite.
You are?
Does that make me Simone de Beauvoir?
What are you on about?
Oh, just trying to cheer you up a bit.
I've no desire to be cheered up.
I think you're serious.
Nearly 30 years in this game, sir, and I've never been a witness for the prosecution.
Well, today that changes for all the best reasons.
No, I don't think you understand.
No, I don't, actually.
My whole sense of self is wrapped up in being a defence advisor.
Frank, we've been over this.
It's about being an advocate for the underdog.
And that is precisely what you're doing today.
By giving evidence for the prosecution.
So what? You're giving evidence against Rick Riley.
That's part of the problem.
Rick Riley? One of the biggest gangsters in northwest England. How is he an underdog?
It's complicated.
No, it isn't.
I'm not even sure Maya wants to go to court.
She does, Frank.
You persuaded me. You persuaded her.
Oh, I see. It's my fault. It's me. It's all my fault.
Saying that.
Sounds like you are.
I'm just trying to get my head round this.
There is nothing to get your head around. You're doing the right thing.
If only it were as simple as that.
It is. Get over yourself, Frank.
I don't want to go.
Grow up! You actually have a public duty to give evidence today.
Oh, not the whole public duty thing.
Yes. Welcome to the world of responsible adulthood. I'll drive.
Will you?
It's somewhere in the highway code.
What is?
A man undergoing an existential crisis should never be allowed behind the driving wheel. Look what happened to Jean-Paul Sartre.
What happened to?
He drove into a brick wall, choking on nuts.
Did he?
Yes, Simone de Beauvoir had hold of them. Come on, green light, green light. Oh, come on, get a move on.
So Maya's ready for court?
Yeah, I think she is. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy for her. She asked me to be there.
Well, after all, you were the one who talked her into going to the police.
And she wouldn't have come to me if you hadn't given her my details.
True.
And that was a good thing to do, Frank.
Yeah, I know. I'm a wonderful person.
Do you regret it?
No, I don't.
And, just to be clear, I didn't talk her into anything. She made her own decision, and it is 100% the right one.
Right. And she is ready to give evidence?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'll be fine.
Well, actually, I spoke to her yesterday, and she was having a bit of a wobble.
Well, that makes two of us.
Oh, Frank, you can't really compare your situation with Maya's.
I'm not.
But I really appreciate what you're doing today.
Is it going to make any difference?
Your evidence is vital. It'll corroborate what Maya says.
Will it, though?
Yes.
It's
just such an away game for me. The Crown Court.
What are you on about now?
Police station, home banker, I've got my tail up. It's a bit grubby, duck and dive.
Right.
Crown Court, though. Horsehair, wigs, gowns, overeducated public school boy, Latin.
Ugh.
It's Bash Street away to Ampleforth.
Oh, he's so chippy.
Oh, and is that a bad thing?
You'll have to use your street cunning to outfox them. I have full confidence in you.
That's more than I've got.
Frank, Rick Riley raped Maya. It won't be the first time he's done something like this. Maya is bravely standing up to him. So should you. He is a very dangerous man, and with the help of you, he is almost certain to be found guilty.
You're right. Almost certain.
Prosecution counsel is very confident of a conviction.
Oh, yeah, the lovely David Ayres.
Oh, stop it.
Not only do I have to break the habit of a lifetime by giving evidence for the pros, I will be led through that evidence by one of your former paramours.
Paramour? Paramour? Have you actually been transported back to the Middle Ages? What has got into you?
What do you want me to call him?
Counsel.
Wait.
Oh, what's up now?
Oh, over there, Rick Riley's henchman.
Yes?
Oh, I don't want him to see me.
There's a picnic blanket in the back. We could throw that over your head if you like.
Oh, no, there must be at least 5 of them.
You're giving evidence, Frank. Get a grip.
Bag check, I'm afraid.
Morning. Oh, sorry, it's a bit of a dumping ground.
That's where my lucky pen went. I'm going to need that.
Ooh, I've got a message for you, miss.
Right?
You're wanted in consultation room 2. That last on the left at the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Sarah.
Sorry, I'm late.
I don't want to do this.
Sit down, Maya.
Who do I tell that I don't want to, give evidence?
Did you get any sleep last night?
No. Kept running through it all.
I'm not surprised.
Maybe I was thinking, maybe it wasn't, like actual rape.
You described the whole event to me on a number of occasions.
I know, but...
Do you want to change anything you said to me about this?
No.
So, what you have always told me is an accurate account.
Yeah, but it's not like he hit me or even threatened me, really.
Maya,
And like 3 weeks before, he'd been my boyfriend, so...
Okay, on the night in question, did you give consent for Rick Riley to have sex with you?
No.
But he went ahead and did, didn't he?
Yeah.
And you were very clear that you didn't want that.
Yeah, we weren't together anymore.
Then that is rape.
I know.
Rick Riley committed a very serious crime.
Yeah. It's my dress all right?
Yeah, it's very nice.
No, because I was thinking maybe I should have worn long
sleeves. It's not about what you're
sleeves.
wearing, Maya. It's about what you're saying. You have a story to tell. You are going to make a good and compelling witness, and you have one great advantage.
What's that?
You're telling the truth, Maya.
I am.
Now, what else is worrying you?
Dunno. The whole thing, really.
It's never easy giving evidence.
Thing is, though, they're going to ask me questions in court, embarrassing questions.
They will ask you what Riley did, yes.
Yeah, it's not that so much. It's just, I've had a lot of boyfriends over the years, and Rick knows that.
It's not relevant.
When we were together, he used to call me the slapper.
That's not nice.
It was a joke then. I used to call him stuff too. But now, if they ask me questions in court about, other men...
Past sexual history is not relevant. They can't bring it up. This case is all about consent.
It will happen today, won't it?
Yes.
That's what you said the last 2 times.
The case has to go ahead today. All the witnesses are lined up.
Mr. Twist?
Yes.
DS Joanne Rickards.
Right.
I took your statement in the Rick Riley case.
Yeah.
You all set?
Don't know.
You're going to be fine.
Want to be on this morning?
I hope so. Everything looks like it's in place.
Good.
You look like you're about to face the firing squad.
Well, I am, aren't I?
Not at all. The defence will have no interest in giving you a hard time. Your evidence is important. I don't think it's going to be very controversial.
Good to hear.
The amount of time I waste waiting around at these places.
I always try to keep away from them.
I wish I could. I've got a backlog of work at the station you wouldn't believe.
Look at me, shaking.
Okay. Deep breaths.
I just need to get my thoughts in order.
Would it help to go over your evidence?
It might.
Okay. So, you'd cashed up at the bar.
Well, usually the barman took the cash and checked, but Rick called me into his office.
Did he say anything when you went in?
Told me to put the money on the side.
Right.
Had this funny look on his face, almost like a smile. Couldn't work out what he was thinking. Then he said he'd seen me getting a bit too close to a customer.
What did you take him to mean by that?
It's my job to be friendly with customers. I'm meant to flirt with them, get them to buy me drinks, spend money in the bar. That's what I'm told to do.
And had there been anything unusual about what happened in the bar earlier that night?
No. There was a young guy spending money. He was quite attractive, but I wasn't interested. I'd only recently finished with Rick.
So, you're in the office with Rick at closing time. What happens next?
Rick says, "Come here."
And what did you do?
I did. I walked over to him.
Do you know why you did that?
Does it look bad? Or looks
No,
bad?
No, but think. Why did you walk over to him?
He told me to. I was used to doing what he said.
Right.
Maybe he thought I was interested.
Your evidence will be about what you thought, not what Rick Riley thought. Okay?
Mr. Rudge.
Twist.
Sorry, Twist. You it was Dickens.
What?
Barnaby Rudge, Oliver Twist.
It's Frank. How are you?
Stephen Worthington, prosecution counsel.
What's happened to David?
Yes.
Yeah?
You know what it's like. David's stuck on a murder case in Liverpool. Meant to finish yesterday. Jury got hoteled.
When did you pick up the brief?
Last night.
Right.
Have we met before?
You might have cross-examined me in the Crown Court.
Might I?
Yeah, you all look the same to me once you put your wigs on.
Were you the defendant?
No, I was not. I'd have been the police station brief.
Sorry, of course, yeah. You're the chap who's giving evidence about,
Have you read the brief?
Of course I have. You're in this section, page 35. Oh!
Let me help.
Thank you so much.
I'm giving evidence for early reporting.
Of course. The complainant spoke to you within minutes of the incident.
Yep, that's right.
But your evidence is an important leg of the case.
Is it?
With a case like this, it's like trying to put together a good piece of furniture.
I see.
Each leg needs to be rock solid and to be able to bear the weight of the whole...
Chaise longue?
Why not? Chaise longue.
More of a flat-pack fellow when it comes to furniture, but I'll do my best. There you go. That is my actual statement.
Right. Sorry about this. One is handed these briefs at short notice.
Yeah, I know one is. It can be very difficult for one. So, how long's he looking at them?
Riley?
I mean, we must be talking at least.
I don't like playing the numbers game.
Hey, mate, that's my line. You're talking to a fellow professional here.
You're assuming that he's going to be found guilty.
Well, I'm hoping so.
Doesn't mean we'll win it. Prosecution is always at a disadvantage.
Leave it out. You're counsel for the Crown. You've always got a head start.
I used to think that.
You've got a defendant in the dock, a jury ready to believe he's guilty, the full might of the state up against him.
It's not really like that anymore, though, is it? CPS cuts, workload doubled for half the money.
You don't have to tell me about that.
I know. Things are tough on both sides.
You see, prosecution counsel as was.
As?
Yes. He'd really got himself on top of the case.
As is otherwise engaged. Nothing I can do about that.
How about an adjournment?
I've tried. Judge won't wear that. We're going ahead today.
Are you ready to go ahead?
Are you questioning my professionalism, Mr. Rudge?
But Rick didn't hit me or anything.
He threatened you, and he tore your dress.
Yeah. It was over in a few minutes.
Did he say anything afterwards?
He said, very average. Then he told me to tidy myself up and get out.
Did you say anything?
I think I said I'm sorry. What's wrong with me? Why would I do that?
You were frightened. You were embarrassed. You were humiliated. You said sorry. But that doesn't change what happened in there.
Right.
Okay. So, you left his office.
Yeah, I went straight out onto the street. That's when I saw Frank.
Did you know Frank?
He'd been in the club. We chatted a little earlier in the evening.
What about?
City. And how very old leather jackets are better than new ones.
Oh, you covered most of Frank's areas of expertise then.
And how his old band was maybe going to play in the club.
Oh, well, I'm afraid the shipbuilders are not going to be reopening in that particular yard.
He's a sweet guy, Sarah.
Yeah, I know. There's worse in the world.
He could see I was upset.
You're crying?
Yeah. Went and sat in his car. Felt like I could trust him. Then I told him that Rick raped me.
That was brave.
Sarah, I don't know if I can do this.
Yes, you can. You can. Almost there. It's nearly over.
And he's definitely going to prison?
Yep, Mr. Ayres, the prosecuting barrister, thinks that with your evidence and Frank's, that yes, he will be found guilty and get a lengthy prison sentence.
Right, good.
Okay? Right. I'm getting us both something to drink.
Just make sure that you pot Rick Riley. He has to be sent down.
Oh, come on, Frank. My side is no different from yours. Can't offer guarantees.
I still think the best outcome today is to argue an adjournment and let Ayres back on the jury.
I told you, I've tried. Saw Judge in chambers. Unavailability of ideal counsel is never a runner. Judge has been very clear. A further adjournment is not in the public interest.
We all know what that means.
Not prepared to pay for it.
Listen, I've spent years keeping fellas like Rick Riley out of jail, and I've strolled out of the police station with some serious villains offering up thanks to me.
You seem very proud of that.
I do my job, but I do know one thing. It's absolutely in the public interest to get Rick Riley behind bars. Hey, I think you should have a word with the prosecution counsel.
With David?
David Ayres is stuck on another case, late change.
It's all we need. Maya's very jumpy already.
This new fella's called Worthington.
What's he like?
Seems to think he's a carpenter.
A what?
Started talking about building furniture. I left him studying the file on a sturdy-looking bench round the corner.
OK, I'll go and find him.
All right. Cappuccino, lunch, no sugar. Oh, exact change only.
There's Frank. Your coffee and your money back.
Thank you.
It's a lucky day.
Have we met before?
I've got a message for you.
Who from?
It's a safety warning.
Who are you?
People are surprised that you are giving evidence against Mr. Riley today. Not in your interests, if you understand.
If you don't leave me alone, I'm going to find an officer of the court. Just back off, will you?
I hope you and the family stay safe, Frank.
What?
Wouldn't want any accidents befalling little Fran here, would we?
But you knew the other barrister.
This one will be fine. You don't have to stress about it. That's probably him now.
Stephen Worthington. You must be Maya Henderson.
Yeah.
Sorry I couldn't talk earlier, Miss Gold. So, are you the solicitor's representative today?
No, I volunteer for a charity looking after victims of sexual assault.
Very good.
Maya came to us for support.
And you've explained to her the courtroom procedures?
Yes.
And she understands them?
I am in the room, you know.
Yes, of course you are. So sorry. Now, Maya, do you feel ready to go into the witness box?
I suppose so.
Now, the whole court experience can seem very strange. Now, people in wigs, archaic language, the lingua franca, the rules and regulations that have to be observed.
She understands all of this.
Yes.
Good, very good. So, my role is to put you at your ease. Now, I'll take you through your evidence in chief, and then defence counsel is entitled to cross-examine you.
Yeah.
Well, the trick is to take a moment before you answer each question clearly, simply, and truthfully.
I am telling the truth.
Of course you are. Now, I'm going to call the officer in the case first.
Why?
She's a professional witness. She'll be able to lay out the background, and then I'll call you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I need to deal with this.
Right.
I'll be in the public gallery, Maya.
All right. Thanks, Sarah.
Any other questions for me?
No. I think I just need a bit of time on my own.
Okay, I'll see you in there.
Barbara, it's Frank now. Listen, when you pick up Franny from school today, do not take her home under no circumstances. Take her back to yours and I'll pick her up from you later. And send me a text to confirm you got this message.
This had better be important.
Just give me a minute. Right. So is everything all right?
With what?
You.
Yes, why?
Nobody giving you any grief?
Apart from you.
Apart from me?
I'm fine, Frank. What's this all about?
Nothing. No, it's nothing.
No, you dragged me out of a consultation. Don't shush me. Are you still worried about giving evidence?
No, I'm fine. But if you get any trouble, you just let me know, eh?
Yeah.
All parties in the Crown versus Riley to court 4. All parties in the Crown versus Riley, court 4.
So, to summarise for the court, Sergeant Rickards, you are the officer who has been in charge of this matter throughout.
That's right.
You dealt with the complainant when she first reported the matter to police.
Yes, and I took Maya's witness statement.
As you told us.
Excuse me, love, can I just get to that seat?
Yeah, OK.
Thanks. Looks like she's going to go through with it.
I'm sorry?
Your man Frank going to take his chances too?
Who are you?
Well, I'm a well-wisher, love.
No, who exactly are you?
Thank you for your help, Sergeant. My learned friend may have some questions for you.
Mr. Shelley.
So, Miss Henderson disclosed to you that she had been in a sexual relationship with the defendant?
She told me that, yes.
And she told you that the relationship had ended?
Yes.
That's what she said?
The relationship with your client had ended, yes.
I see. Now, this report that Miss Henderson made to you, How long after the alleged incident did she come into the police station?
8 days.
8 days?
Yeah, but that's not uncommon in cases of sexual assault. Our experience...
Sergeant, I am sure you are a highly experienced police officer, but I'm not asking you about that. I'm simply asking what happened in this case and whether there was any delay in reporting.
Maya reported her assault to police 8 days after it happened.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Now, when Miss Henderson came into the police station, did she have a mobile phone with her?
Yes.
Did police have access to the phone?
Yes.
What did you do with it?
We took possession of it and downloaded its contents.
Is that normal practice?
In a case like this, yes.
Was Miss Henderson's phone returned to her?
Yes.
But everything on it was downloaded by the police?
Yes.
So that would be photos, messages, social media, that sort of thing?
Yes.
Was there anything on the phone which might be of relevance in this case?
No, it would have been in the bundle if it was.
Exactly. And there is nothing from the phone in the evidence bundle?
That's right.
Thank you, officer.
You may stand down, Sergeant. The next witness is Maya Henderson. Call Maya Henderson.
I do solemnly, sincerely and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Thank you. Now, would you give the court your full name, please?
Maya Henderson.
Thank you, Miss Henderson. Now, at the time of this incident, is it right that you worked at a particular establishment?
I was working at the Bullet Club.
And what was your actual job at the club?
I was a hostess.
And what were the duties of that job?
I welcomed guests, took care of VIPs.
Very good. And in the course of doing your job, did you come into contact with the defendant, Rick Riley?
It's his club, so yeah.
Now, I want to take you to the night of the incident. Do you remember it clearly?
I do.
Had you been working that night?
Yes.
And what time did the club close?
2 o'clock.
Oh, wondered where you'd got to.
Oh, just having a breath of fresh air. Is mine finished already?
No, just taking a short break. Frank, there was a strange bloke in the public gallery.
Oh, well. What did he look like?
Heavy set, dark hair.
What was he doing?
He was trying to engage me in conversation about the case.
Wasn't getting heavy with you, was he?
Not exactly. Why?
Well, you know, those Neanderthals we saw earlier.
There was something about him I didn't like.
Where is he now?
Don't know, I think he's probably still there.
I'll go and have a look.
No, you can't go in the courtroom. Haven't given evidence yet.
Oh, yeah.
OK, better head back.
Let me know if you see him again.
Yeah, I will.
All right, take care. Hey, how's it going, officer?
Well, all right, I suppose. I always feel like defence counsel is working on the basis that I'm up to no good.
That's normally how I feel with the police.
Do you?
Which is fair enough, because I frequently am up to no good in a police station.
Yeah, I've heard colleagues talking about you.
Largely unpleasant and highly critical stuff, I hope.
Almost all of it.
Good. So are you done here?
No, I'm here for the duration. Got to see it through.
Yeah, not as if you've got anything else to do, is it?
No, only a couple of skip loads of paperwork to get through.
You too, eh?
It's the paperwork that really matters when you're fighting crime.
And then, as we have heard, you made a full statement to the police.
That's right.
Thank you, Miss Henderson. My colleague for the defence may have some questions for you.
Miss Henderson, I'd like to explore the nature of your relationship with my client, Mr. Riley.
I worked for him.
Absolutely. But there was more between you than that.
There had been.
Had been?
We'd gone out together.
You were lovers?
We were together for a short time.
You had a sexual relationship with him?
Before this happened.
This incident?
I'd finished with him.
When do you say you'd finished with him?
About 2 weeks before he raped me.
I want to be very clear with you. It is my client's case that your relationship was ongoing and that any sexual activity between the two of you was always consensual.
Right.
Sorry, Miss Henderson, are you accepting that?
No, I'm not. Your client raped me.
So you claim. And yet you didn't report this matter to the police until over a week after you say it took place.
I was scared.
Really?
Told Mr. Twist on the night it happened.
Well, I'll ask Mr. Twist about that. Now tell me, Miss Henderson, what contact have you had with my client since the incident?
What do you mean?
Well, have you seen him?
No.
Written to him? Phoned him? Texted him?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
No communication?
No, and you can look at my phone.
Not necessary. Your Honour, Defence has had sight of unused material, and we intend to question the witness about that.
Well, so long as it's relevant.
It is, Your Honour. Miss Henderson, we have a schedule of all the communications between yourself and Mr. Riley which was stored on your phone when you reported this incident. Do you understand? Do you understand, Miss Henderson?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we talk about them?
No.
There are many exchanges that took place between you and my client before the date of the incident.
Yeah.
Many hundreds.
There would be.
Quite. And we don't say that any of them are significant to this case.
Right.
But there is one exchange which I would like to ask you about. Take a look at that, please. Arsha. Now, look at the exchange at the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
A text from Mr. Riley, which reads, "Missing you, babe, let's hook up."
I see that.
You replied by text. Perhaps you can read that for me?
Sorry, rough. Bit busy right now.
There's a little more, isn't there?
Lots of love, M.
Bit more.
X, X, X.
Now help me with this. Who is Rough?
It's a nickname I call him by.
Any reason for that nickname?
No.
I'm going to suggest on behalf of my client that you called him Rough because you used to ask him to be rough with you during sex.
It's not relevant, Your Honour. Mr. Shelley is entitled to ask that question.
That is right, is it not?
No, that's not true. Rough is his joke. He'd say, I'm your bit of rough.
We'll have to disagree about that. But there is another thing. Look at the date when you sent that text.
I can see it.
2 days after the alleged rape. And yet you sign off with lots of love and 3 kisses. Why is that?
I don't know.
It's because no such assault took place, isn't it?
He raped me.
And you have concocted a false allegation against my client because you're jealous because he had other girlfriends.
It's complete rubbish.
You've tried to mislead this court.
No, I haven't.
You were ready to show us your phone.
Those texts aren't on my phone.
Of course they're not. Because you wanted us to believe that you had been raped, so you deleted them. Didn't you, Miss Henderson?
I was raped.
Did you delete those texts?
Yes, but...
No more questions, Your Honour.
He's a good barrister, isn't he?
Don't talk to me.
She's all over the place. Hardly worth your man Frank giving evidence.
Who the hell are you?
You shouldn't have got involved in this.
Shut up.
You might get badly hurt, Sarah. Although you look like the sort of slut who'd enjoy that.
Leave me alone, you scumbag.
Oh, you've seen enough, have you, love?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine.
Sarah, what's wrong?
Nothing, Frank.
Calling DS Joanne Rickards to court for... DS Joanne Rickards.
She's already done that a bit. What's that all about?
I can guess. I should probably head back in.
And you now accept, Sergeant, that there was at least one communication between Miss Henderson and the defendant after the alleged rape.
Yes, I do.
Why, when asked earlier, did you not mention that?
I wasn't aware of it. It was a mistake.
Why were you not aware of it?
When we download records of traffic from mobiles and the contents of social media, there can be tens of thousands of items to go through, sometimes hundreds of thousands.
And does your department have the staffing levels to deal with that?
I think you can guess the answer to that.
Tell us, Sergeant.
No, we don't really.
Thank you, Sergeant. Any questions, Mr. Shelley?
Just one, Your Honour. Sergeant, did Miss Henderson ever bring the existence of those 2 texts to your attention?
No, sir, she didn't.
He wouldn't let me explain. I was scared of him, Frank. That's why I was nice in the text. I didn't want to wind him up.
I can't talk to you right now.
They made out like I was trying to hide things, like I'm a liar. I knew the text looked dodgy. That is why I deleted it.
Calling Frank Twist to court for... Frank Twist.
That's me. I'm sorry.
Mr. Twist, can you tell the court what you do for a living?
I'm a police station rep.
And what does that mean?
It means I have the right to give legal advice to suspects under arrest at a police station.
In that capacity, have you ever met the defendant?
Some years ago.
Is he currently a client of yours?
No.
Have you had any dealings with Mr. Riley in recent months?
Briefly.
How so?
I visited the Bullet Club.
And why was that?
I'd met Mr. Riley before.
So were you there to discuss a legal matter?
No. I used to be in a band.
A band?
A rock and roll band, many years ago, the Shipbuilders, and they've been a mild revival of attention paid to us recently.
Right.
The Bullet Club booker had shown a passing interest in having us play there.
Right. Now, on the evening in question, you came to meet Miss Henderson.
That's correct. And as I was leaving the club, and Maya came running out, and she was in quite a state.
Did she tell you why she was upset?
In the end...
What did she say?
She said Rick Riley had raped her.
Did she say when?
That it had just happened.
So she reported this rape to you almost immediately after it had happened?
Yes, she did.
What did you do then, Mr. Twist?
I asked her if she wanted to report it to the police.
And?
She was in shock. She said she wanted to go home. I gave her a lift.
Did you offer her any other help?
Well, I gave her my colleague's details.
Whose?
Sarah Gold. She volunteers at a centre for victims of sexual abuse. I thought it might be helpful if Maya talked.
Big mistake, Frank. Big mistake.
Remove that man from the public gallery.
I told you this would happen.
You did fine. James Shelley, he's a very persistent man.
Who's James Shelley?
Defence counsel.
Do you know him?
I'm aware of him. Listen, it's not over yet.
Should have never gone to the police.
You did the right thing.
And that text I sent him after it all happened.
You don't have to explain that to me.
I was just trying to keep him from getting mad at me.
Of course you were. Of course, I understand
I didn't mean anything by
I know
it.
that, Maya.
I should have never deleted it. Trouble is, what Rick Riley wants, Rick Riley gets. What do I do now?
We wait. You can never be sure what will happen in a courtroom.
Going outside. Need a cigarette.
Mr. Shelley?
So, did you get the booking, Mr. Twist?
I'm sorry?
Your pop group. What are they called? The Shipbuilders? Will they be playing at my client's club?
They will not.
Why are you giving evidence here today?
Because I'm a witness, I suppose.
You suppose?
I'm a witness.
Attending court completely of your own volition?
Yes.
I see. So, why do I get the feeling you've had your arm twisted?
You are?
Would you like me to repeat the question?
I heard you. Arm twisted. I've no idea what you mean by that.
That you're an unwilling witness?
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on. Goes against the grain. You're a defence man.
My work has nothing to do with this.
But it does, doesn't it?
Not at all.
Because you suggested that Miss Henderson consults with a Miss Sarah Gold, didn't you?
I passed on the details, yes.
Who is Miss Gold?
Sorry, I don't get you.
Simple enough question, Mr. Twist. Miss Gold is your professional partner, is she not?
She is, yes.
And your partner domestically?
That's one way of putting it.
Do you have another way of putting it?
We're together. We're a couple.
And Miss Gold is an activist too, isn't she?
Not at all.
She's very engaged politically when it comes to allegations of sexual offences by men, isn't she?
No, she volunteers at a centre that helps victims, that's all.
It was important to her that my client was convicted. Miss Gold put pressure on you to come to this court and give evidence today, didn't she?
No.
She twisted your arm.
No, she did not.
Because you didn't like the idea.
I was fine with giving evidence.
You didn't want to come here, but Miss Gold pulled rank.
What do you mean by that?
Well, she's the senior partner, isn't she?
No.
She's a qualified solicitor and you're just an accredited rep.
I've been attending police stations for over 25 years.
Fine, but Miss Gold is an officer of the court.
So what?
I don't know about the domestic arrangements, but when it comes to the professional arrangements, she wears the trousers.
You what? You stuck-up cheeky little...
Thank you. Take a moment, Mr. Twist. Mr. Shelley, that remark was completely irrelevant and out of order.
I'm so sorry, Your Honour. No further questions.
We'll adjourn for 10 minutes.
Court right.
Right.
You went in there for my part of the show.
I had to speak to Maya.
The audience got nasty. The fellow got evicted from the public gallery.
Yeah, I saw. They frog-marched him past here.
Yeah, where's he gone?
I think an officer's having a word. How was it in there?
Not great.
Did Defence Counsel ask you much about what happened on the night?
Oh, not really. It was all about me.
Oh, there you go. Classic smoke and mirrors. He knew your evidence was damaging to his client, so he tried to destroy your character.
Well, he made a pretty good job of that.
I'm sure you did just fine.
Who is he anyway? I've never seen him in court up here before.
Defence brought him up from London.
Oh. I tell you what, it was quite personal in there, Sarah.
Really?
I mean, it's not like I've had dealings with James Keats before.
Shelley.
What?
His name's James Shelley.
Oh, right. You ever come across him?
No, well, not really.
Ah,
no.
So you have.
I last saw James Shelley 30-odd years ago.
Right.
He was on my floor in halls at university.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't best pleased to see him today. I don't think he recognised me.
Oh, he did.
He didn't acknowledge me.
He recognised you. It really did seem proper personal in there.
Right.
Is there any reason you can think of for that?
Not really.
Nothing at all?
I mean, we once had a drunken snog at a party when I was 19.
Ah, right.
James Shelley wanted to take matters further. I didn't.
Yeah, OK.
He was one of those very persistent types, wouldn't take no for an answer.
Hold up, you're not going to tell me that he got nasty?
No, nothing like that, but he wouldn't let it go. He bought me flowers, he wrote me letters.
Oh, yeah, I'll go him back.
He thought it was romantic.
Was he?
He was relentless and very boring. In the end, I simply had to stop talking to him at all, and he finally got the message.
Spoken to him recently?
No, not since university.
Well, he knows what a couple.
Riley would have told him that.
Ah, yeah, I suppose.
Anyway, how is it relevant that we're a couple?
He suggested that the whole thing was got up by you.
He did what?
Oh, yeah, apparently you're this hardcore activist, trumping up rape allegations and forcing gullible saps like me to lie on oath.
That's desperate. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know it is, but it made it all sound strangely credible.
Well, obviously, it's rubbish. Did he say anything else?
Nah, not much.
It's the hurly-burly of cross-examination. Don't take it to heart.
He knocked me off my stride.
I'm sure you did fine.
Just wasn't expecting that line of questioning. Look, there he is. It's him. That's my Heckler.
Ugh.
He's the one who spoke to you in the public gallery.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Nothing much.
Sarah, what did he say to you?
Told me his plans for me. It's pretty nasty. Look, I'm all right. Sorry, Frank, I need to deal with this.
I'm going for a drink.
Wait. Maya, wait. Told you this would happen.
You did well.
Yeah, I didn't. I was terrible.
You weren't, not at all.
I look like an idiot.
You were telling the truth.
Told you. It doesn't matter, Sarah. He caught me out, that barrister.
No, he didn't, not really.
He did. I told a lie about the text, mucked everything up.
You were telling the truth about what Rick Riley did to you.
It doesn't matter now. I did one silly thing.
It wasn't silly.
A stupid thing, and I'm dishonest. You know, can't be trusted. I'm unreliable.
No.
Yeah. Told you this would happen.
I'm sorry.
It's fine for you, isn't it? You know, people believe a woman like you. I'm a nightclub hostess.
That doesn't matter.
It does. To the judge. To the jury. I'm just some little tart on the make.
No, not at all.
Yes, Sarah. I'm not like you. Should have just put up with it.
You were raped.
You marked it down to experience.
No.
You really made me think we could deal with Rick Riley.
I thought we could. It's not over yet.
You made me look like a liar in there.
The jury could still return a verdict of guilty.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going.
I'll call you, Maya.
Actually, don't.
Right, pal, just a minute.
Frank?
And that was me thinking I'd missed you.
Wasted day for you, really.
You what?
That jury can see through the line, little slut.
There's something I wanted to say to you.
Yeah, where are we going?
Just need a little privacy.
Fair enough.
Your boss is a rapist, do you understand? I said, do you understand?
I understand.
Second thing, if you want to threaten me, that's up to you. But don't you ever, ever, ever threaten my woman or my child again. Have you got that?
Listen, Frank. No!
I said, have you got that?
Yeah. Sorry. Forgot that.
Where were you?
Just went for the drink.
Franny went straight down.
So how did Shelley on the defence case?
He's not calling any evidence.
Well, not surprising. Randy'd be a disaster in the witness box.
He would, but that's not why he didn't call any evidence.
He thinks he's already won it?
Yep.
So was mine.
How do you think?
Yeah.
I should never have put her through it.
Hey, now, don't be ridiculous.
No, I convinced Maya that she could go to court. I convinced myself we could win.
You did the right thing.
We're going to lose, Frank.
Well, it was never going to be easy up against a man like Rick Riley.
I was so naive.
No, you weren't. You were committed, and she was telling the truth, and you believed in her.
The odds were so heavily against her. A powerful man accused of raping a nightclub hostess. Oh, it's just... Oh, she didn't stand a chance.
It feels a bit like that.
Are you going to give me the lecture about an advanced system of criminal justice requiring witnesses to have their evidence robustly challenged?
No, I'm not.
After all, James Shelley, well, he was only doing his job out there.
Sure, he's doing a bit more than that. I thought he had a whiff of the stalker about him, even before you told me.
What's wrong, Frank?
I don't know.
Not more existential angst.
Could be.
Is there something you need to tell me, Mr. Twist?
About 10 years ago, I did a job at Manchester Central.
Let me guess. Rick Riley.
He was under arrest for rape.
Hang on a minute. Why didn't you mention this before?
Not sure. Overdeveloped sense of client confidentiality.
From 10 years ago?
Well, I think I didn't tell you because I'm not very proud of myself.
Well, why don't you tell me about it now?
A complainant was a barmaid in one of his clubs, and he offered a consent defence to me at the police station.
Right.
Almost exactly the same circumstances as mine.
Okay.
I just want to say, I'm sorry, really.
What happened, Frank?
I went beyond the call of duty.
What exactly did you do?
He asked me to find information about the barmaid, and I dug around. I found a couple of drug convictions, spoke to another barmaid who told me the girl in question had a pretty racy love life, and Riley discredited her in his police interview.
You're going to give me the payoff?
CPS didn't fancy her and it never got to court.
You collaborated in discrediting a rape complaint.
That was Riley's brief.
And as a result, a serial sexual criminal escaped justice.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, don't you dare give me the different time shtick.
I wasn't going to.
You were, and you did this all back then, and you didn't even see fit to tell me until now. How many more barmaids and hostesses never even went to the police?
Yes, I get that.
Do you? Because if you hadn't smeared that woman all those years ago, Riley might have gone down. But he didn't. So now...
Yes, I get that. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a bit late, Frank.
So did I get it all wrong? Have I been playing for the wrong side all this time?
No, that is not the point.
I like rooting for the underdog. That's what I like about being a defence brief. Cornerman for the little guy. That's me. I'll take on anybody. I love all that.
Yeah, don't you, though? And then you do the job and move on.
That was me, Sarah. That was me. What can I tell you? Existential
But
crisis.
Frank, this isn't about you. This is about maybe dozens of women assaulted by that bastard, and there could be dozens more because you and I know he's going to walk tomorrow. Oh, now, listen. You've woken Franny up now.
I didn't do any. You're the one shouting.
I'm coming, darling.
So, we went back to court the following morning. James Shelley's closing speech was masterly, a professional job, casting a shadow of doubt on everything the prosecution had presented. There was barely a grain of truth in anything he said, but then, you know me, I've never been one to let the truth get muddled up with the law. The jury were out 5 hours and 17 minutes. We found Rick Riley not guilty. But I'm a good loser. With the sort of client I take on, you get used to coming second. But this case mattered. And we didn't come second. We didn't lose. Justice was not served. All these years in this job, and I've kept away from high horses and platforms, but I'm gonna tell you, there's something wrong. It ain't working anymore. And not just my side, both sides. The whole system is falling apart. I've got kids in and out of the NIT getting no support because the funding's run out, and at the same time the courts kick a woman like Maya Henderson in the teeth. Nobody's being served. Nobody gets a result. Except the Rick Rileys of this world. And speaking personally, I'll give you a bloody existential crisis. I am seriously beginning to wonder, in this legal world, whether there's a place left for me at all.
Frank was played by David Schofield, Sarah by Kathryn Hunt, and Maya by Rosie Fleischman. Worthington was played by Andenise Anthony, Shelley by Jonathan Keeble, D.S. Rickard by Natalie Grady, and The Judge by Hamilton Burstock. Brief Lives was written by Tom Fry and Sharon Kelly and was a BBC Radio Drama North production, directed by Gary Brown.